I think this is picking up a bunch of noise. But that's that. I can just quickly put something on there, I guess. Do some of that. Do some of that. And that's it. No more noise for the boys. Speaking of the boys, this is the ADLR Podcast, episode 145, question mark, or whatever number this is.
I think it's 145.
Nice. This week we have mostly E3 predictions, some classic TMNT. Kelsey got to see Wrath of the Man. We'll see his take. He saw literally every animated Superman movie since 2000.
Not quite. I'm actually missing, I think, 2 or 3. So I'm missing, let's see, the Death and Return of Superman, which is which they combine the Death of Superman with the actual return. Superman Red Sun, and Superman and what was it? Superman and Batman.
The Batman versus Superman, or
no, it's like Superman, Batman, not Apocalypse. Public Enemies. Actually, I don't think I've seen the Superman, Shazam, The Return of Black Adam either. Oh yeah, a couple.
Why are you binging Superman movies?
I was on YouTube and there was a couple of scenes that popped up that I was like, that looks cool. I was like, what the hell is this from? And so then I went and looked and realized how many Superman movies there were, and I was like, they're only an hour each. Let me just binge them.
whoops. Messed that one up. Anyway, trying to fix Randall's camera here. Looks like he's good to go there. It looks like he's in heaven, though, so that'll work, too, for now. So I guess stuff going on. All right. I guess with the introduction, we got Weird, we got Skippy, we got Brian, we got Randy. Lord Randall.
God, please don't ever call him Randy.
What,
Randy.
Did someone call him Randy? You absolutely hated?
I do.
I can't stand the name Randy. Like,
But you're saying so it's fine then.
I hate it too.
But what if you wanted to play an 80s character? You think your name's not going to be Randy? What is it going to be then? Your name in the 80s, what do you think it is?
Randall.
No, it's Randy. Because everyone's hypnotically destroyed mentally. And if you know what that means, Randall, you ain't about the 80s, right? We're just going to keep it there. We're just going to keep it there. Cool? Anywho. So, Randall, you put something. You said you didn't do anything in the doc, but you've been grinding out some Tekken. So
he lied to us.
So you've been lying, is what you're saying.
But that's not what the doc is for. It's for new content, right?
Oh, it's for anything you want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. Speaking of things we're going to be talking about, I think we're going to go ahead and just go through the E3 stuff first before Nick has to go, and then we'll sort out the stragglers afterwards. That's a mic.
Unless you wanted to hit his stuff.
I asked him. He said he was fine. That if he doesn't make it, we'll push it to
Whatever.
next week.
Yep.
That means he doesn't have to worry about adding to the log next week because he has all his shit. So, forward thinking right there.
Yeah, buddy.
And we'll go ahead and do that. Let's talk about E3 this week. At first, I was like, hey, man, I don't have anything on my doc. Like, I'm like, shit, I'm sweating bullets here. I got one album on there.
Hold on, you got a ticker now?
You don't got to worry about me, Randall. What you got to worry about is the content on this doc, all right? Right, this is just draft 1 at the moment, so.
Gotta generate opinions real quick.
Say again? Yeah, so we'll sort that out in a bit. I don't know, how do you guys want to tackle this E3 stuff? We're going to go right into it, so. You want to go show by show? Do you want to go, like, what do you wish you see throughout the whole week? What are you guys feeling here?
Have they already released the schedule for what they're showing?
A lot of companies have. So, like, Ubisoft has been super forward with it. I mean, that's a pun. It's called the Ubisoft Forward event, but they're going to be showing the new Rainbow Six Siege, like, zombie game. I think it's called Extraction now. They're going to show off more Far Cry 6. What else? I think what's to come with Valhalla, so maybe more DLC for Valhalla. What else? There's some other stuff as well. And
Steep
Microsoft.
3.
in Steep 3, even though the second one, I don't know if it's out yet, or if it's
Is
even...
Bandai showing? Do they not have a schedule up? I see that.
They just announced they're going to be showing stuff, but what and when, we have no
Elden
idea.
Ring better fucking be in there. Like,
People are waiting for an Elden Ring showcase. But speaking of which, I think a Bloodborne announcement for Sony. I didn't put Sony's on there, did I? I think Sony's having a state of play. I forgot to add that on there, so we can add that to the... I don't remember when it is either. Sony state of play. And then just
Sony's
question
finally
marks.
saving the good stuff for their own event.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what they
It's
usually do now.
my biggest gripe with E3.
And now that everyone's leaving E3 and just doing like their Nintendo Direct stuff,
Yep.
Yeah.
they don't show anything at E3. They just do it whenever they want, which it helps them. But at that point, we sit here twiddling our thumbs, going, "So when are you going to announce it?" But
like BlizzCon was, I think BlizzCon was the big one that was on its own, and then everybody else was like, we could probably just do this, just like we did with all our fucking launchers.
yeah,
Yep.
It was
well, they did it differently. It was Nintendo that spearheaded it. They're like, "We're not doing E3 anymore. Here's our Nintendo Directs," and everyone started loving it. So they're like, "Do we need E3 anymore?" And then Sony jumped on board with the state of play. Microsoft with their own showcase, but I think Microsoft's still with
Too
E3.
fragmented now, though.
Yeah, it will be, because now you just look at EA split off and did its own thing. It's called EA Play Live or something. So now they have
You don't get that sense of like camaraderie when you're going to E3. You're like, oh yeah, I'm going to the EA event,
yeah.
and to see what they launch, and you just don't get the breadth that you normally do with E3 like 10, 15 years ago.
Because back then it was you going in person in this huge arena. There's thousands of people walking around. It's like going to a huge gaming concert, and you get to see like a pre-releases. You get to play with like some
It's
demos.
fun.
So
Now it sucks.
now it's
Everything's
just
too fragmented.
well, now we don't have that. Now it's hey, it's cheaper for them, so they're like here's a video that we cut and enjoy the announcements, and that's it. And then we get hype over for like 2 minutes of a trailer, which I always do, and then we wait. They don't have to worry about providing a demo. They just a scripted playthrough of some people pretending they talk like they. That's Ubisoft is notorious for that. When they show the Division 2, or Ghost Recon, they make this simulated like scripted co-op experience. Like no one talks like that. Nobody does. We're all just shitting on ourselves the entire time we're playing, and then we laugh, and then we get mad at each other when we lose.
Guys, I'm going around back. You got my front? Let's
Yeah.
do this.
That is notorious. That's how they show off their Tom Clancy games, and I'm like, this is now how anyone plays.
Yep.
Do they let you use their footage? Like, it'd be funny if we were just to do that and just dub over whenever they say something stupid with what we would actually say.
I would imagine they're not gonna strike us down. If there's any like copyright music in it, then they'll probably take us for that. So we would just have to like dub over it and mute. Because I think one of my old talk over streams, I don't know if it was Square Enix or something, but I put that up on my channel, and then I got a DMCA like warning, and I just deleted the video because they were playing some Final Fantasy thing during out the presentation, and then they auto flagged me. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna just remove the video. I don't want to get to that
Criminal. It's
Yeah.
criminal over here.
live. Watch me just get banned as we're streaming this. Oh, I didn't fix that. Dang it. Oh well, for the ticker, I'll fix that later. Anywho, yeah, let's just start with the big boys then. Let's go with Sony since we recently saw Horizon. What are you thinking Sony's going to show off?
I think they're going to show a little bit more of Horizon.
I agree with that. Definitely make maybe some more gameplay.
Yeah, I think they got a lot of really good feedback from the initial one with some of the new physics and the grapple hook and everything else. They're probably going to show off more creatures and maybe give an insight into
Some more
riding
story
actually
or
being worth something.
Because before it wasn't that buzzworthy, and then now that you can do different animals, maybe they can use them better in combat or some sort, not just jumping off of it.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to announce anything, or is it just going to be things we already know about them?
For Sony, let's see.
Just more demos.
I think they're going to show off gameplays for games that we only have titles for. I don't think we're going to get God of War yet because that was postponed recently. So I doubt they're going to maybe some pre-rendered for the new God of War. Nothing in game yet. What else does Sony have in the bag? Ratchet and Clank's already out.
Weird that Sony would demo this stuff though. Are they Sony titles?
Yes, those are
Okay.
all first-party Sony games.
Okay.
The only thing else I can imagine them announcing is more exclusive going to PC. So like everyone's been literally holding their breath for a Bloodborne PC port. This will probably be the time for them to announce it if they are going to. Because everyone's been waiting for that because you can't play Bloodborne anywhere besides PS3 and /PS or PS4. Was it PS3 or PS4?
PS4. I don't think PS3, but I could be a whore.
I think it was.
I don't think it was on PS3. Otherwise, I probably would have gotten it.
Gotcha. So then PS4, which I just surprised to me that they just haven't. But that's here or there. Neither here or there. Other first-party titles they have, well, maybe show us some Gran Turismo, because I haven't seen a Gran Turismo in so long. So maybe a Gran Turismo showing off the PS5 rendering. So like a racing game with ray tracing.
Wasn't it rumored that Gran Turismo was going to be on their previous gen and this gen?
That's something they've been
Gran
doing
Turismo.
with all their exclusives. Like Forbidden West was announced that it's going to be on PS4 and PS5. So I can see them doing the same thing with Gran Turismo. Do you guys think Naughty Dog's going to have another announcement? Maybe another Uncharted side story? Like they did with what was it? With the one where you played as I forgot her name already.
Chloe.
Chloe.
They might have one for Last of Us. I don't know. I mean, it's been getting a bunch of awards, so they'll probably expand on that a bit. I don't care, but I think, like you said, they're gonna probably announce what's being ported over to PC. I'm assuming the two that I think if they do this is coming over to PC. The two games they're probably gonna show is Persona 5 and Bloodborne.
Oh, maybe Persona 5, that's true. That hasn't been ported over. 4 is on PC, right?
4 is on PC, but Persona 5 is only on PlayStation. But Strikers is on almost everything.
Interesting. Okay. So I guess what other... I'm trying to think of what else is in development that we haven't heard from. Gorilla's making Horizon, that's out. Ratchet and Clank comes out Friday. Or I guess today if you're hearing this on the bottom, as of this recording. If you're hearing it on Friday. Naughty Dog just released Last of Us last year. What other first-party studios do they have? Japan Studio, I don't know what they would be working on. If they've announced anything.
I have no idea.
And of course, Bloodborne. Maybe a sequel? A Bloodborne sequel?
Sounds like
Maybe-
Sony's going to be pretty boring at E3.
Yeah, like unless that's I don't recall. Let me see what the first party Sony first party studios. I want to see what else they got.
I
going.
doubt it's gonna be any sequel to Bloodborne since they're making Elden Ring.
They might be porting into the PC because that rumor's been floating around for a long time.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they're gonna make like a whole new sequel to the game. It's just ports. Sony, it's gonna be ports, and then I think teases to whenever their event is. Like what's
They're attending an event to tease an announcement for their event.
probably.
It's like making a meeting for the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Bend Studios, the people who released Days Gone, they've been quiet since Days Gone released. So maybe either a sequel or a new game. If they're gonna announce that, Insomniac, Ratchet and Clank just came out, so maybe a teaser for the next
Coming out. It hasn't come out yet.
or as of this recording, Brian. People might listen to it on Friday, so it's out.
Yeah,
Guess we can have-
bitch. Shit.
The other thing is maybe a title card for the next Spider-Man or like a pre-rendered. They're the same studio, so Insomniac might be there to show off Spider-Man 2. Maybe like just a logo or maybe some pre-rendered stuff as well. Like a trailer of some sort.
What's the point of it?
To get people hyped. They just want people talking about their platform at E3. Everyone's going to be like, who won E3? That's a question it's asked every year. And if they can get everyone hyped for their game that's coming out 10 years from now, they're still going to win E3.
I couldn't be in those meetings, man.
Why not? You're going to be hyped to show us the logo?
It's a whole table of us and somebody whoever it is that's in charge. They say, so we got some exciting news. What we're going to do is we're going to reveal to the people a title card.
I mean, Randall, you telling me you weren't hyped for the Ragnarok title card that you saw? For like 2 days, I heard you after
Yeah,
that
but
title card. So what are you talking about?
I'm always humming that song though.
Yeah, but I saw
mean,
the twinkle in your eye. You were
Yeah,
Ragnarok mode.
I've seen you and other people just get excited over the idea of something ad.
Yeah,
Like,
come on, man.
Because you guys are losing your shit over Donnie Yen being announced in a movie. We have not seen him in the movie. There's no reason to be excited. We know what he's gonna do.
He could be a cameo.
He's like, oh hey
Okay.
John, and he's
So
shot.
it's different. It's the context in which you're talking about is different. You're
Okay.
talking about a conversation in passing
Okay.
versus an event.
Yeah.
An event, I am expecting to see content, not here's a screen.
Oh, I see that. Instead of like a regular headline out in the wild.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
it's an event. It's not like we're all just sitting around talking and it's like, oh yeah, by the way, this is what we're working on. Here's the title screen, boom, and then they move on to the next conversation. We're talking about
Here it is.
an event that is set up over a series. How many days? It's 3 days, right?
E3 is a week, but like usually like 5 to 7 days. But like their press event is
Yeah, the actual press.
it's just a day.
It's on a day.
Is that the press event is when people go in there just to write the news, and then the E3 floor, which I don't know how they're gonna have that this year, is usually people walking around the floor room and playing the demos that they brought.
So I'm thinking in terms of like how it used to be before the whole like
Digital
pandemic
age.
thing. Yeah. I would be mad as fire if I went all the way to Cali just to see a title screen.
Well, you did. Well, you shouldn't have done that to begin with.
But I'm saying, like, let's say that I had the intentions on seeing a bunch of games, not just one. It's a series of games that I was hyped for.
And
that
all of them.
I heard
Uh-huh.
that they were going to be showing during E3.
Yeah.
So I get on a plane and I fly all the way to Cali, and I go to the E3, and of course I get to see like all the other stuff that's there. Maybe even run into some celebrities, but the meat of the purpose is like to see some content.
Okay.
And every game that I'm excited for is just a title card.
I hope you enjoy the rest of the demos that they have there. You know.
So I'm
Shit.
so when I make that comment, I'm making it with that context. Is like, yeah, I get excited if I read something online because it's like it didn't really take any time out of my day. I just came across it or somebody mentioned it and I saw it on YouTube or a thumbnail or some junk like that. It's like, oh, snap,
It's just
Donnie
rumors.
Yen is in, yeah, or rumors or whatever.
Yeah.
But an event where I'm sitting down,
I'm in the audience.
and yeah, like
But the same thing happened with Marvel when they announced all it was, hey, this is coming out. And that was an event, and everyone's like, what the? And then just started jacking off to it.
But see, that stuff I can't. Like, even though they even when they showed that they were going to do Black Panther 2 and all the other movies, I mean, like, it's cool or whatever, but I wasn't, like, super hyped. I was happy, but I would rather see, like,
A trailer.
yeah. Yeah. So the same thing with games, it's like, that jump, oh my God, it would enrage me. If there was a game, so, like, I already know God of War is not coming out until next year, so I'm not
Yeah.
even looking to see anything. If I see something, great. If not, I already know. But if it was
Sorry, go ahead.
dropping this year,
Then yeah, you'd be if it's dropping this year and they don't show anything at E3, I'd be like,
and
what's
all they
going
show is like another title card or some
Yeah.
junk like that,
or release date?
oh, come on, man. Or they show Kratos and then you hear him say "boy," and then it just fades to black, and then the title screen comes up.
I'd be like, nah, give me my money back. Go ahead, Kelsey.
What did you guys think Ubisoft was going to do?
Ubisoft has they already announced a couple stuff that they're going to do, like
Yeah.
Rainbow Six Extraction, more Far
Yeah.
Cry. They're going to show off Far Cry, Rainbow Six, Valhalla is going to have
Division.
DLC. No, the Division, the guys, the dev team said that they're not going to be there.
Oh,
They announced that they're not. So I'm like, that made me sad because I wanted to see their free-to-play game.
E3
Yeah, 'cause-
is literally the platform to actually show more for Beyond Good and Evil.
Yes, I'm hoping that's one of their. Oh, one more thing
So-
is Beyond Good and Evil 2.
PC Gamer supposedly has an inside scoop that they released 7 hours ago about what to expect from E3
Uh-huh.
or Ubisoft. So there's going to be a pre-show. It
Yeah.
stars For Honor, Watch Dogs Legion, also probably Trackmania, The Crew 2, and something for Brawlhalla. What?
You say For Honor?
That still gets DLC.
People
Yeah.
are still playing For Honor?
Apparently.
Oh, well, congratulations. Oh, my bad. I'll take a step back. I thought that game was dead.
Yeah.
You
so
like
that's
something, you play it.
Yeah, those are
Yeah,
facts
so
right there.
Year 5, Season 2 starts June 10th. So they
Oh,
might
good
be
for
just
them.
I say
Pulling
that
over
because the
something.
Diablo 2 ladder reset's happening this Friday, and we're gonna play it, so I know how they feel.
And then the main card is going to be, or the main show is going to be Rainbow Six Extraction, like you said, Far Cry 6. Supposedly the Division Heartland is going to be there, even though they've said no.
Oh,
That there was a recent link that showed some footage for the next game, and it most likely will be there according to them.
okay.
Riders Republic, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and then possibly a new Assassin's Creed game.
I doubt
Um,
it. Because
they
Valhalla
also-
came out last. Wasn't there like a 2-year gap between Odyssey and Valhalla?
That's a good question. I mean, there was a couple of years that they released them back to back. Like I think
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed 2.
That was the normal thing, was release them back to back. And then I think
Yeah.
Unity came out, and it came out with so many bugs. They're like, okay, we got to pump the brakes. And they started giving more years in between releases. Are they back to back to? Are they back to back to back releases? That's I
Did
don't
you say there's gonna be DLC for Valhalla?
They said,
Yeah.
they announced that they're going to show off what's next for Valhalla. So I'm assuming it's going to be more DLC. If they're announcing another
doubt
one,
it.
I'm like, that's
I doubt it. Like,
Yeah.
hey, we want you to buy this content for this game's out, but fuck that. Just buy the new one. You can skip this.
yeah. Like
So apparently, it's supposed to be a hefty expansion called Siege of Paris.
Oh, okay,
Something that's
we-
supposed to come out sometime this summer.
gotcha.
And then some speculation is, they were talking about the Star Wars game pairing with Lucasfilms and Massive Entertainment to do a Division-style Star Wars game.
Yeah, they announced that a while back. So
yeah.
I'm hoping they show off that. But the dev said there's not going to be anything Division wise, so that might be what they're going to be showing instead of Division 2 or Division Heartland.
Something, the Ubisoft Avatar game. I don't know
I don't know what the
if
hell
this
that
is based off of it's called the Avatar Project. But I don't know what it's based off of.
Big Sully.
The Settlers, Skull and Bones, Beyond Good and Evil 2, and Roller Champions. And that's all they got for them.
All right, we'll get back to Ubisoft here. Let's finish up Sony and we'll start jumping between. What else in Sony you guys are expecting or predicting here?
What did I actually don't even know like any of Sony's IPs.
The last one that I found on the list here is Sucker Punch. They haven't released anything in quite some time. I'm sure they have a game up their sleeve. They might show it off. The last thing they released.
Imports at this point.
The all-new PlayStation 5X, now in 8K.
Speaking of that, there's rumors that there's a bundled PS5 coming out where you get the PS5 and Ratchet and Clank together. So that might be something they'll take time to show.
Limit 1 per 100 million customers.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to start releasing ports from PS4 to PS5, like updates.
Yes, I can see that actually happening. Like, oh, the PS5 remastered version, so you can play it like
Yeah.
negative 4K and stuff. I can see that.
I think their biggest thing is just going to be Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't know that they really have anything else currently other than ports.
Yeah,
What
unless
about that Alien game?
the Alien game.
That wasn't Sony, right? That's not one of the
Yeah, that-
Sony's first parties.
Maybe not. What's it called? You remember what it was called?
No.
Okay.
What
well, I
about?
don't
You know
Do they
what I'm
have
talking
any?
about, right?
know. Mm-mm.
The nasty Alien game?
That's Xbox.
That was the Xbox?
Yeah, you talking about the one everything's red and everything is literally a slimy sound effect?
I don't remember Red, but yeah, slimy.
I know what you're talking about. They showed that game to us on an Xbox showcase.
Oh.
I know what you're talking about now.
Do you think there'll be any updates to Ghost of Tsushima or Last of Us Part 2?
Oh, that's what Sucker Punch worked on. I'm like, what was the last thing Sucker Punch worked on? It was Ghost of Tsushima. Maybe a sequel announcement to Tsushima?
Why?
No. DLC.
I don't even think DLC because they released that multiplayer expansion and that did pretty well.
Yeah, so just milk this. Just keep adding to it while they're doing other things.
I guess so.
What else is
They're not gonna. I don't think they're announcing games. It's gonna be ports, DLC,
Uh-huh.
peripheral, even
Okay.
more colors for the controllers.
It's gonna be so boring. People are gonna go nuts
Yeah.
until it happens. It's
And
gonna
then
be
be like,
such
"Oh,
a
that's it?"
letdown. Yeah, it's gonna be such a letdown.
All right, so then
You,
let's
you have to
what
wait.
else?
You have to wait for Sony's conference or whatever they do. Can't remember what it's called, but you have to wait for that.
State of play.
That's what we're talking about. They're gonna have one during the week. This E3 section during this week, everyone's doing their own like Nintendo Direct. So I think they're having a state of play throughout that week. I don't remember what day it is.
Well, doesn't Sony have their own conference though? Not just this part of E3. Don't they do their own thing?
Yeah,
No,
they have
it's
state of
it's
state
called
of play.
It's called the
Oh,
state
it
of play
is
now.
state of play. Okay,
Yeah.
and they're bringing it to E3. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
So then I guess we can just round out Sony's here. What do you guys wish they announced at the Sony one? Kelsey, you can go first.
I mean, I want some.
free supply.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited to see the updates to Horizon Zero or Forbidden West. Maybe some ports from Sony to PC, or maybe just updates
Uh-huh.
like getting port upgrades from PS4 to PS5.
I see.
Like Bloodborne would be awesome to actually see in a PS5 update.
Okay. I like that. Brian, what are you thinking?
All right. This is what I think
What are
is
you
gonna
wishing?
happen.
Sorry.
All right, so boom, right? Ports, like I said, I think Persona 5 and Bloodborne confirmed in my head, right?
Okay.
Like I said, DLC for games that did well, they're on their console. So fucking Tsushima DLC, Horizon. I don't know why if they do show more, that's stupid. You just showed people a whole 20 minutes. Stop giving them too much, I would say.
Okay.
Final Fantasy news, I think.
Oh,
that's-
right. That's a good point.
You think they would do? You think Sony would do it over Square?
Oh, Square has their own thing.
Square has their
Yeah, I think Square has their own
Oh.
thing.
I didn't say that. The thing, the one thing they're gonna do is like, oh shit, I think they're gonna do a remaster, like you know how they did with Crash before Crash got a new game where they just made it cute as fuck now.
Yeah. I love
I think
that.
they're gonna do that
remaster.
with an old game, and I think they're gonna do it with Sly Cooper
Oh my god, that'd be a
because
good
they
pick.
brought Ratchet back, they brought Crash back, unless
And-
Jack and Daxter is the other option.
Yeah. That'd be
So
really
one
good.
of those is getting sexified,
That'd be
and
good.
that's gonna be their one more.
All right. And what do you wish is happening?
I wish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fucking know, dude.
What do you mean? You don't have anything that you've been
There's
wanting
nothing
to?
I'm like, I don't know. There's nothing I'm like, yo, they gotta make this. It's just Sony specifically.
Yeah, like their first party games. Like, is there an old first party game that hasn't been touched, or I don't know anything? An
And
announcement
for
of
Sony's sake, other people on this list
okay
that hasn't been touched.
You have
despite
no
being-
wishes. You're like, hey, Sony, you're doing great. Just nothing can be improved.
Not really. I have Returnal. Yeah, I already have Returnal, and then the new Ratchet and Clank game. I'm not gonna get on launch because Strive comes out, but I plan to get that and play it this year. Yeah, I'm not really expecting anything from them. At least for E3, I don't think so.
Okay, Nick, is there anything you wish for during the Sony conference?
It would be nice if they did increase supply, and it would be nice if they didn't make their online play and matchmaking worthless and cost money. But aside from that, I'm not going to buy a PlayStation anyway, so I don't give a shit what they announce.
And last but not least, Randall.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not expecting it, but I would like to see a little bit of gameplay from God of War.
Ragnarok. Boy.
I would like to see Last of Us 2. Because I don't know what that god awful game.
It's Last of Us 2, Brandon. No one liked that joke.
What else? It would be nice if Naughty Dog did do another Uncharted, something like maybe his daughter gets kidnapped or some junk like that, and yes, they gotta go save her or something. I don't know.
What do you mean? They left it so you can play as a brother and Sully. Like they left that kind of that road open because they continued doing adventures. at the end of that game. Remember?
But at the very end, it's her. Like at the end of the game, is you playing with her.
Yeah, but she's too young.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Tom could have went by a little bit,
Oh,
and that could the fact that she is young could help with the story of her getting kidnapped because she can handle herself, but she really can't. Kind of deal, and then.
If they do this, I think her being kidnapped would be either the worst or the last thing they do. I think she's gonna be the new Drake, and then his brother's gonna be her Sully. Like they're gonna advance time till she's like a little older, and
I
then,
don't even want-
hopefully Sully doesn't die, but they might do that, and her Sully is gonna be Nathan's brother.
I don't even want that. If they make another Uncharted, and Sully needs to die in front of my eyes.
No, I don't want to see that.
Maybe he'll eat it like what's his name?
Sully hasn't died yet. I made it 3/4 of the way through the first Drake's game, and I'm like, this guy needs to die.
Well, for me, it's because I've played so much of Uncharted. This would be a good like. If they make another one, I need a send off for Sully.
Yeah.
A nice send off.
Just
All right.
have him be the Speedwagon of Uncharted.
I guess.
Just help him from afar.
So
You want him to eat it like the guy did in Last of Us Part 2?
Joel.
He doesn't know
the-
what. What?
What's his name?
I
Like the
just
main
said it.
guy from the first one.
Joel?
Joel. I thought you said no. I didn't hear you say Joel. I heard you say no.
I heard him say no too. But I'm deaf, so you can't trust my ears.
He has prefaced this before, so you wish you could play as the kid grown up then, like a teenager or something, like coming of age, like coming into like an adventurer status.
No, I still want to play as Nathan, but I was just thinking like
Maybe a swap in the middle, like
I don't see how they would make another Uncharted without involving her daughter.
Oh, okay, the daughter, got it.
Because I mean, like,
So like a game was like halfway through as like a pass off, like time pass, like Nathan dies and then time passes and she continues.
why do people? No one has to die.
We need to. It's a drama.
No,
We can't just
Like-
he grew old and happy ever after.
it
We
could just
gotta-
be like one of those situations where like you play as her a little bit and then you play as Nathan,
Okay.
whatever. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe you get to play as everybody.
Gotcha. You're not wishing for a Spider-Man.
What?
Oh yeah.
I don't know, man.
Fuck it, kill Nathan, says one of Ryan's viewers.
I'm trying to think of what kind of story would be interesting in me because there isn't much that excites me when it comes to Spider-Man, and I really don't want to fight the Sinister Six.
They can add a Spider-Verse.
That would be pretty
That
cool.
would be interesting, but then that
Play
would,
like as multiple characters.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're still making a sequel, considering that how the ending scene of not Morales, the Peter Spider-Man.
No, that's confirmed. They are working on the second one.
Oh, okay.
It's just whether or not they're going to show it this week is the big, what if? Maybe they won't, maybe they will. If they have anything to show, I mean.
I don't know. Whoever the villain is, though, needs to be very compelling.
I mean, they have, what's
Not
his name?
some who?
The father. The father and the kid. Remember Venom? He has his kid. Spoilers for Spider-Man. Norm and what's his name are probably going to be part of the next game.
Goblin and Venom.
Yeah.
But that was weird because why is the symbiote on Harry?
Because I think Norm tried to use the symbiote to heal his son because his son was going through something, so he tried anything to save his life, and I think he somehow came across a symbiote, and he's like, maybe this can save him.
So you're okay with it being on him instead of Eddie?
I mean, it's their universe. It's not the 616 universe, so it's like, play with
If
whatever
it's
you
done
can play
well,
with.
then
Yeah.
good job. But don't use a Hulk plot to make Thor sellable.
So it's what it's. If they can write it, if it's entertaining, I don't care what they do. It's their universe, so. That's that.
They should do something unexpected, and then everyone will be happy.
That always works out.
Aunt May becomes Punisher.
Oh shit! I'm down.
That would be
Pre-order.
great.
How is
Well, I
it
mean, I
possible
liked-
she's dead?
In a different universe, like his Spider Verse, he jumps through, and there's like a universe in Spider Verse where like Aunt May is the Punisher. Come on,
Well, I mean, in the multiverse or whatever the Spider-Man movie that was out there, she was like the brains of the operation for Peter
Yeah,
in that
Spider-Verse.
world.
So
You know,
imagine like a
helping.
universe where Spider-Man gets killed and she gets so angry, she's like, "I'm going after the mafia family who did it," and then bam, Punisher. We're in it. I can write this all day, man. It's not good, but I can write it all day.
I think my my top games,
Your top wish
top wishes would be God of War and Uncharted.
in Uncharted. Okay. All right.
Hey, Anthony,
What's up?
what do you want? What do you think?
What I want is for them. My wish for them is to beef up PS Now to be competitive with Xbox Game Pass.
They sort of did
It's not.
PS5,
It's not.
but it's still not nearly as comparable. No.
No, because Microsoft said every first-party game is on Game Pass. Period.
Yeah.
Sony does not do that. So if Sony comes out with equivalent with a Game Pass, then we got some competition. But they don't have that.
That's never gonna happen. That is never gonna happen.
I hope it, because if they look at
it will
how
never.
much cash Xbox is getting from their Game Pass, I'm sure they're like, how can we make PS Now better? And I'm sure they're having this discussion multiple times throughout the year.
The counter to that is going to be, well, why would we do that when they could just buy our game? That'll give us more money.
True, but I'm sure Xbox thought of that, and then they're like, hey, let's give it a shot.
So
Microsoft is a completely different company than they were long time ago. They do not think the same way. Yes, they do not think the same way Sony does, and they're not winning per se, but they're still cruising along.
They're still making money. So
yeah, they're still making money, and they're making lots of it. That's never going to happen.
That's my big wish. My small
That would be
wish
sweet.
is
Though.
more.
That would be sweet.
What would be my other wish was like, which is also not going to happen because you need exclusives to sell consoles, is do the same thing Microsoft's doing: day and date release on PC and keep it console exclusive. Like,
Also never going to
Never
happen,
gonna happen.
but would also be sweet.
imagine day and date Ratchet and Clank on Friday comes out on PC. Come on,
dude,
I'd
I
buy
would
it.
love.
I would buy so
I
many
would
of their,
love that.
I would buy so many of their
of their
proprietary
exclusives.
games.
Yeah,
Yeah, their exclusives. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. I would buy so many of their exclusives because their exclusives are great.
that's why they
From
keep it to
on
their
PlayStation. So
That's why they keep it to their console, because they're so fun. Imagine God of War on your PC, Randall. After you get the GPU you want.
Jesus,
So
I don't think I could stand up right now. Like that thought.
the new Halo is going to be on Game Pass.
Yes, sir. That's gonna be on PC, my guy. And it's on Game Pass. We're playing Halo Infinite this year if it comes out.
Speaking of Game Pass, Iconic in my chat says GTA 5 Online and Story are both getting expansions when the next gen version drops. I've heard.
Where did he hear that from?
Uh,
Or they heard that from?
I don't know. He just said that that's a rumor,
I need him.
apparently from Rockstar.
Oh, from Rockstar? Okay.
another thing I wish would happen was I wish Rockstar would move on from GTA 5.
But why, if it makes them yachts of cash?
It absolutely does, but they need something new.
GTA 6.
It would be nice.
We'll get to
Just
them.
do
Take
it.
Two has a thing coming.
He's
We'll get to
he's
them.
going to give me a link for the Rockstar stuff. Give me a sec.
Just
Gotcha.
do a
Well, I mean,
Call
we're
of
gonna
Duty
stick
does.
with-
Just do what Call of Duty does, and the Warzone its own thing. Make GTA Online its own thing, and then make the narrative follow up, which is GTA 6 Revolvers only, and it's a crossover between Red Dead and GTA.
Okay.
Who has the wrench though?
Whoever you want. That's the
Okay.
beauty of GTA. Anyone can have hookers. Anyone can have a wrench.
I do have one more for Square Enix. I don't remember hearing.
We're gonna
Square Enix yet.
we're gonna get to.
Oh, I
Square
thought
Enix.
we were.
Kelsey's jumping everywhere.
Put
We'll
your
get to it.
contract.
Well, you went
aside,
to
Kelsey.
you went to
Put your
Sony. I thought we'd
contract
already
aside.
like gone through it. Now we're kind of just going back through stuff.
No, I just going through everybody's wishes.
All right.
I got through my
I'll
wish.
wait. Oh wait.
We'll get
We
to
know
them.
you're under contract. All right,
Yeah.
we'll just give you time to talk about it.
They emailed him a memo. All the points he needs to hit.
And now a word from our sponsor,
Yeah.
Square Enix.
Square
They
Enix.
apparently announced the GTA stuff in May 18th.
Okay. That
I'll
means Take
post
Two.
the
Take Two has
for you guys.
announcements throughout the week as well. So I mean, since you mentioned, let's go to Square Enix then. Our next thing is Square Enix. Currently they have on their plate that may be shown. I haven't looked up to see what they're going to show. Marvel's Avengers. They still have DLC to show off on that. They
Oh, yeah,
haven't shown off an
Black Panther stuff. They're gonna show Black Panther DLC. They
most
said
likely. Yeah. Okay, so we have confirmed the Black Panther stuff.
That still hasn't come out yet.
The DLC for Avengers
Black
for Black
Panther?
Panther? No. They only showed like a Taylor teaser. Jesus, a trailer teaser. Teaser trailer? Sure.
one of them.
One of them. Near Replicant recently came out, so they either show off DLC or something on that. What else they have? There hasn't been a what is it? A Tomb Raider game in quite some time. Maybe a teaser for the next Tomb Raider game.
Hitman stuff.
Hitman stuff. Maybe more DLC they'll show off.
The new Final Fantasy game that they announced a while back.
There is a new
Final Fantasy 16 is coming out.
So they'll probably show.
That actually has my attention.
Yeah, they look really good. So hopefully they'll have gameplay. Go ahead, Kelsey.
Apparently, there's a new game coming out from I'm gonna botch this. Eidos, Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the rumor is that it's a new Deus Ex game.
Yes, those are the people who made Deus Ex and the new Marvel's Avengers. So if they don't show anything on Marvel's Avengers and they might have like a one more thing, they might show a new that Deus Ex game or a new Tomb Raider because they worked on Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I would like that. I haven't played I played 2 of the Deus Ex games. I haven't played the final one yet, but the first 2 I liked and enjoyed. Play as
Go
Jensen.
back a step real quick.
Go for it.
Well, one, Deus Ex. I'm sorry, that shit's boring as fuck.
It is very slow paced, so if you don't like the pacing in it, you'll probably get bored real quick.
The other thing, I guess a wish, do a Tomb Raider Uncharted crossover.
That's not happening.
That would be interesting, though.
I would love that.
How cool would that be?
Can you repeat that? A what crossover?
Tomb Raider and Uncharted.
That would be awesome.
Oh, wait,
But it won't happen.
Is it Square Enix that got the IP? There's a not a Tomb Raider. What's the movie called? Indiana
Just
Jones.
Cause?
There's an Indiana Jones game that they announced a while back. I don't know if it's Square Enix publishing it. Let me look it up.
Indiana Jones. Where?
Is it Indiana Jones that has it, or Square has the IP? Some publisher developer has the right to make an Indiana Jones game that they announced a while back. I don't know who it is. If it's Square, then they might show it off here, which would be cool. Because, I mean, why not? You know.
Apparently, Bethesda's doing an Indiana Jones game.
Oh, then that's who probably has it. Bethesda probably has the license for it. We'll get to them. They're gonna have their own showcase with Xbox. Yes,
Iconics is.
Go ahead.
Iconics is Just Cause. Wondering if that's going to be another
Yes,
expansion.
they published Just Cause series. I think the latest game was Just Cause 4, and that came out like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. Or
it was longer than that.
No, Just Cause 4 was. You can look it up, I guess. So maybe there's going to announce another Just Cause game. That's definitely one of those derpy, fun physics sandboxes games that you can have fun playing. I don't know anything about the story, so.
I don't either. I just see people like riding cows and shit all the time.
Yeah, like the gifs you see on that is not like headshots and stuff. It's like, hey, can this truck backflip into a fucking jet engine in midair and then drag 20 people along with it? Cool, clip it.
Apparently, the devs are like they basically like would tell their employee or the people who make the game would tell like the developers to let work under them. We're here for the fun. Do whatever you want. If you want to add an Easter egg, as long as it's not like offensive, just put whatever in there. You don't have to tell me.
No, that sounds about right.
Apparently, Babylon's Fall is getting a big update. They announced because the Babylon's Fall was announced like 2 years ago, 2018, somewhere in there.
Okay.
But apparently that's getting a new update. I don't remember this, but it basically looks like
Is that a game by Platinum Games? Developed by Platinum Games?
It's
like an action Devil May Cry game.
Yeah.
Oh,
it looks like a Final Fantasy 15 meets Dark Souls.
Oh, okay.
Game.
So I hope they do show it off. Published by Square?
Yeah.
Okay. Brian.
Yes.
They're also, by law, going to show more about 14. They're probably going to show more info on the expansion coming at the end of the year.
Oh, okay. I can see that too.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Life is Strange.
Oh, Life is Strange. That's a good call. They're probably going to show off Life is Strange, the new one that True Colors? Is that what it's called?
It's still remastered.
Or a remaster they're going to do?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
I can see that too because they've been working on their engine a lot since the first Life is Strange, so maybe.
Outriders is Square.
Yeah, Outriders published Square. It's by People Can Fly, if I'm not mistaken. The
Wait.
developers.
Is
Apparently-
Dragon Quest Square?
Dragon Quest?
Yeah, I thought
Is it?
Dragon Quest was Square.
I see it on their
Dragon
website, so I guess
It should
Dragon
be.
Quest news that be big. They announced a new one coming. All they showed
Yeah.
was the title.
So
there might
maybe
be more.
maybe a pre-render or something. It sounds like Square Enix is going. The Square showcase is going to be just JRPGs out the wazoo. So Kelsey's going to be out there just rock hard.
That's when he makes his money. Is E3 Square Enix.
Yeah.
Randall, what were you saying about Life is Strange?
The new Life is Strange,
They're doing a remastered collection.
or that too.
And then True Colors is the new one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to think of what else Square can possibly show.
Legends of Mana came out already, right?
Legends of Ooh no. I think that's this June. Let me look.
You're slandering his Square Enix.
Yeah, he's like, let me put up the document they sent me.
Bro, we can't have that inaccurate information here, bro.
I'm trying to get him through his script. I'm just trying to get him through it. Just-
Oh, true. He's a real one right
Legends
there.
of Mana. Because I already
Yeah.
bought that shit.
Of course you did.
Well, he played it, so I mean, I can see why he would pre-order it. He knows what he's getting into.
Well, because they supposedly fixed a lot of the like 2-player stuff. It drops June 24th.
Nice.
So they might, I mean, maybe they'll show that off because I haven't really seen a ton about it. I just happened to catch it on like a Steam thing. So maybe they'll show something with that being remastered or being, well, not remastered, but being ported to the PC.
I can see that. That'd be good new like headlines. Oh, by the way, this is coming out later this month, so I can see that being a thing.
I mean, that was my favorite game to play with Adam. The gameplay was just phenomenal, and the story was awesome, and how like everything worked. You could craft, and like it just had a shit ton of stuff that you could do for a PlayStation 1 game, the original PlayStation.
That's good.
You have a bunch
Excuse
that they
me.
can do because if they want to do more bullshit, the Kingdom Hearts is also an option.
Kingdom
It's-
Hearts is true. If they're gonna make another one,
Square make Left 4 Dead?
no.
No, I think he's just
No.
talking about random stuff in your chat. It's the new Left 4 Dead game. Can't remember what it's called.
Back for Blood. That's not even. It's
Back
not
for
even
Blood.
by-
That's it.
That's probably gonna be shown off at the PC gaming stuff. We'll get to that.
Okay.
I don't know if there's any other Square stuff. What are you guys wishing for
Alice
Square Enix?
Wonderland.
That came out already.
Oh,
You think a new Street Fighter game's gonna come out?
We'll get to Capcom. They also are apparently going to be announcing stuff.
Oh, that's right. That's Capcom.
Yeah.
It was showing up in the Square Enix article that I was reading, and I was like, that doesn't sound right, but maybe they'll do like a crossover with Square Enix or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Marvel vs. Capcom, do some sort of, Final Fantasy crossover with Street Fighter.
They've been sending off some Street Fighter stuff, like assets. Like recently, like Brian mentioned, the Power Rangers game put in like a Power Ranger version of Ryu and Chun-Li. They've been in other mobile games, so I'm sure they'll be doing collaborations like that.
Every time I hear Ryu, all I could think of is Adam like talking about any game, and then suddenly Ryu comes out of nowhere. You're not even in this game.
They're making that meme a reality at this point. Oh my! So let's start with Kelsey here because I'm sure he still has some like sectionals that he needs to mention. What do you wish is announced at Squares?
I mean, I want more
allowed to
information.
talk about.
Yeah, that you're allowed.
I'm allowed to talk about. Well, I mean, they're going to talk about Elden Ring. I mean, I wish they would talk about Elden Ring.
That's from software, isn't
That's
it?
from software, yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Now, Final Fantasy 16, I'm excited about. The Babylon's Fall, I think, is going to be really awesome. It looks really cool looking at some of the demos. I mean, other than that, I don't. And then Legend of Mana, like that's all I really got going for me with Square right now.
Gotcha.
Because I've never been much of a Deus Ex fan, and some of their recent stuff, just kind of been a letdown, and so I haven't really been.
Okay.
Well, I haven't really been playing outside of what I'm being paid to.
Those are facts. At least
Drop us a exclusive nugget for the
Right.
ADLR podcast.
An exclusive
Only here only on here.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know that I got anything.
Final Fantasy 16's co-op now? What? Oh, thank you for
Yeah.
that. Let's go.
God, that would be friggin' awesome.
Is it Tactics remaster?
Oh yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics.
There you
remaster?
go.
No,
I mean, they've
dude.
already ported that to like the Switch and your phone and
Oh,
everything
that's true.
else.
I guess like
Like
Can't
they,
play
like
on
I have
Wii
almost
my motoring though.
I can download almost any Final Fantasy I want on my friggin' phone. I'm pretty sure I actually own Final Fantasy Tactics on my phone.
then there you go.
Yeah, by law.
By contract.
Well, that was a gift, but I
They
just
paid
haven't
him
bothered to
off. You
play
heard
it.
that here first. All right, Brian. What are you wishing for here at the Square Enix
Wishing
showcase?
for- I want to see 16 gameplay for sure because the trailer that they had, it made me feel like it was like Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts gameplay, and not being bullshit like 15 was.
I'm
I'm
gonna be
excited
honest.
for
I
that.
don't remember Final Fantasy 15. I
It
don't
was
play
so
any of the Final
boring.
Fantasy games, but I love to spectate them. I don't remember.
I got it for
15
cheap.
at all.
It was like on sale for $20. I was like, oh, I was interested in this. Let me try it. I didn't know I beat the game.
What?
That forgettable.
The ending happened. I'm like, okay, so what's gonna happen next? And credits came. I'm like, what? And then so think about it. This guy can throw his sword and teleport to it. If there's a ledge above him, you have to go all the way around to get to it.
Yes,
How?
it was so
Why?
stupid.
Game logic.
I-
That shit was yuck. But 16, it looks exciting. I'm interested in that. Hopefully they make Marvel Avengers fun to play.
Yeah.
Hopefully they do like a big overhaul with the Black Panther stuff. I don't know. I don't expect it, but if they did, that'd be cool. I mean, if I'm probably gonna go back and play when that DLC's out anyway, just because it's something to do.
And it's a new character level.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry about it.
Okay. Nick, being the massive Square fan you are, what are you wishing for this showcase?
I do not know. I don't have time to play their games, so
That's fair.
I have
So
no
just feel
opinions
like
there.
You wish they surprise you with something good. That's what you're wishing for.
Yeah, pretty much. I think I'm in the same page as Bryant. I would like Final Fantasy 16, so I have something to spectate on Twitch.
Okay, that's fair. Randall.
Tomb Raider?
Damn, you fucking stole mine.
What did he say?
Tomb Raider. I'm wishing
Tomb
as
Raider.
well. They announced a new Tomb Raider.
Speak up, Randall. If I can't hear you, our viewers can't either.
Put that closer to you, man. You gotta be in love with that mic, man. You gotta bring it
Yep.
closer. You just 100 and something episodes.
Suck it like you're
still-
sucking a dick.
Whoa, we're not talking about sucking.
I was gonna say, practice the deep throat. You got this.
So besides Tomb Raider, what
Look at
else?
his face.
That's it. I think I'm gonna go. I'm. That's my answer to this Tomb Raider, and to piggyback off of Brian is I hope the overhaul of Avengers makes it more fun for people after the story mode, because story mode was fun, and then once you beat that, there's like nothing to really keep you there. So if they can overhaul that, that'd be fantastic. But another Tomb Raider would be great. And maybe some Deus Ex. I haven't, a slow-paced cyberpunk game. I'm all about it.
We had that already. Cyberpunk, whatever that game was.
No,
When they
that's not
started
the previous
with you-
Deus Ex.
When they started bringing news out for Cyberpunk before they delayed it 3 times, they're like, I'm in the mood for more Cyberpunk. Let me load up Deus Ex.
Bad
I heard
choice.
this was good. Yo, when I tell you I don't give a shit about anyone in that world,
They all could just die right in front of you and be like,
Yeah.
okay, I guess I'm
the
done
main
with the game.
character, it takes him like 6 hours to get through one sentence.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's a
that game
heavy
is super
sense.
boring.
It's super
Yeah,
slow.
Adam
so-
Jensen, 2 first names. Like that's how I know I can't trust my main character.
That 2 first names is how you know not to trust your main character?
That's how you know.
Okay, that's fair. Shoot. All right, so that's just for the Square. Square's is going to be pretty much straightforward there. We talked already a bunch about Ubisoft, so let's get that out of the way. All the official stuff there. What do you guys wish for Ubisoft, since we already know what they're pretty much going to show?
A new Splinter Cell.
You
A
wish.
new, a new Splinter Cell. That's a good one. It has been a hot minute since we've seen a Splinter Cell game.
And he's in Siege, so maybe he'll come back.
Oh, I see. Do you want it to be like a co-op at all, or just a straight single player adventure, like campaign
Single player adventure.
with a multiplayer mode, like in Chaos Theory, or no?
I don't know. I've never played any games like that have like co-op. It's kind of weird unless it's done right, I guess. Like I feel like when you have a game like you talking about for the campaign.
Campaign or a separate mode. Like Chaos Theory was a separate. They had a separate multiplayer mode. It was spies versus mercs, and that was a really fun idea. It was like an asynchronous or asymmetric.
Yeah, I don't know. If it's campaign related, as long as like I don't know.
Done tastefully.
I don't know. I can't give like a formula as to how they can make it good, but as long as it's good, playing with two people, and it doesn't feel like another first person shooter. Even though I know you don't play in first person. Yeah, as long as they do it right, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Okay.
I just don't want them to take too much attention away from Sam Fisher. As long as like he's still the main guy.
But he's old, man. He's old now. Like you got to pass the mantle sometime.
We get tired of y'all just killing people and passing.
Yeah, we got to move on. As we grow older, things happen in our lives. We got to move on. You know.
I mean, it is a Tom Clancy game. People die.
Not Sam.
Not Sam? Okay. Cut to hour 20 of his new Splinter Cell game. What the heck?
They done already killed Joel, man. Like, let me have this.
That's it?
Yeah, let's do that, Fox.
That's who Joel is your guy?
No, I'm saying like people that I care about, they killed Joel.
Okay. So
Don't
Sam
kill
Fisher's
Sam.
next.
At least Snake is still alive.
Barely.
Solid Snake?
Barely.
Yeah.
Randall didn't even beat MGS5.
Oh, that's true. Those are fat. Hold on, I forgot.
Nobody have that amount of time for that kind of movie, that long of a movie.
You talking about? That's 4. What
It
are you
ain't
talking
that.
about?
It's just that it
5 is
doesn't feel
different.
like a Kojima game, so that's why I'm having a hard time with it.
Randall's making excuses.
Caught live in 4K.
I thought
Sorry.
he liked Snake. It's the audience. I'm not saying that. Someone outside my window.
It's right here in my chat. And I have text audio on and have it transmitting.
Are we live now? So like on a different platform or?
Yes.
The hell are you talking about, Brian? I'm so
I'm just saying that was the crowd saying stuff, and I'm saying it's chat, text audio.
Kelsey,
What's up?
what do you wish Ubisoft showed off or announced or whatever?
An actual Assassin's Creed game?
You mean like a throwback to when it was just stealth?
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like they're so focused now on just coming up with new and different shit that it's like it doesn't feel like an Assassin's game anymore. Like 2 was probably the last Assassin's game that I thoroughly enjoyed. Mostly because I got attached to the characters. Like, you know, none of them are around long enough for you to even care about. Like, they're like, oh, so here's this guy. Okay, next. Well, now it's some other dude. Next. Now it's, some other dude. It's like, who cares? You know? Like, there was one that you're not even, like, a person. I think it was Black Flag. You're not even, like, a...
You're a person. You play as not Connor. What was his name? I don't remember his name either, but you play as a person.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I thought Connor was the...
That's 3.
American.
3 was Connor. 4th one was the pirate one. And you
Yeah,
play as a blonde dude. I forgot his name, but you play as a blonde pirate dude.
I gotta look it up.
Has there ever been Assassin's Creed in modern day? Like
Not yet.
I know they go through the machine and they go back in time,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about like, has it been one where it's just all modern day? Like you're like sneaking around and maybe taking people out in modern day.
No, that's what everyone wants, though, is to finally catch up to what's actually happening in modern day. Because there was, in the first the first 3-4 games, there was like, all the Desmond ones, there was stuff happening in present day.
All right, what you guys want is you want Assassin's Creed present day where he sneaks into the prison to kill Epstein.
Yes. Can you make that for me, Nick? And then
I can't. I'll sell him the idea though.
And sell him that. But yeah, like they toyed with what's happening in the present is affecting the stuff, or what happened in the past is affecting the present day with the Templars and stuff. But then I think after 4, they just said F that. They're just timepieces after that, and they're like, hey, look how cool we can make France look. And then look how cool it is to be a Viking. Which again, I poured a lot of hours into Valhalla. It's fun as shit.
I
But
mean,
it's
Valhalla
not.
was fun.
But it's not that story that we started off with.
No, like Odyssey was awesome because I really like that. I really like the mythology and everything behind it. But it wasn't an Assassin's game. It was just a brute force, like beat the shit out of everything game.
It's an action
You
RPG.
know?
It went from a stealth game to an action RPG, and then that's where we're at.
Well, like it's one thing to have a choice, and another thing to not really have a choice. Like you have a choice, versus you actually have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
And Odyssey, you had a choice, and that was it. Like, but the others, like 2, was amazing because you really relied on stealth for a lot of things, and you like the whole goal was to be as stealthy as possible. Whereas Odyssey, it was like, oh, you can literally just put your points into combat and just go around and just fuck things in the face. Like that was it.
I'm with you, Brian. I love a good action RPG, but the Assassin's Creed games always had fantastic characters, storytelling, and very stealthy combat.
Yes.
They're not like that. They haven't been like that for a long time.
No, like 3 was the Native American, right?
That's where it started the part. Yeah.
Yeah. And like it sort of was a stealth game, but there wasn't enough around to really be stealthy with, Like you didn't have the high buildings or anything like that to use. And then Black Flag was a pirate game. Like there was no Assassin's Creed in that. You literally just sailed around and blew shit up.
That shit was fun as shit. That was one of my favorite parts.
I like the one with the twins because they had actual guns.
Yeah, the Syndicate. Where you were in London.
That one.
I mean, I enjoyed Syndicate, but it wasn't really an assassin. It got better. It was a better Assassin's game than the other 2. Because you actually had some buildings and things.
It was like, hey, you recruit people, manage your mob, and then you were still shooting people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like I really like that in 2 where you actually like got to recruit. You got recruits, please, and then recruits for doing different missions and things, and then you could like use them for strategic attacks. But
that's as far as they went.
Is 3 decree idiot alert? Did the third one happen during the American Revolution?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that takes one idea.
That's basically what they've been doing after that. It's just taking timepieces and injecting that Templar versus Assassins thing in. So.
Yeah. Like I really did enjoy the story for Valhalla. I thought they did a great job of like having that mythology and everything part of the story. But I really kind of want them to go back to the whole like following a specific character maybe through different timelines and then really understanding like how story is progressing, not just hey, look at all the cool places we can go.
Yeah. Maybe. That'd be weird to show if it releases this year. Maybe they'll announce it, the Assassin's Creed game, and then maybe come out next year. Like, hey, you guys all wanted it. Samurai won. And then we'll wait till next year to play the Samurai Assassin's Creed.
I'm also excited for the Brawlhalla update. I want to see what they're doing with that. Because I really enjoyed that game, especially beating the shit out of Bryant while he was on my team.
Your teammates? Yeah.
I've never actually seen that game being played.
Oh, man.
Smash Bros. So with weapons. If you enjoy watching Smash Bros. Gameplays like that, but there's like a weird meta with depending on what weapon you have, equip that drops on the map.
It's kind of like a easier accessible Smash game. It's very simple.
Interesting.
You might like it. There's ranked.
And there's 2v2 ranked.
Yep.
I'll enjoy it.
Well, 1v3 ranked.
Yeah, if you have Kelsey on your team, it's 1v3 ranked.
So, are you hoping for like more content, or maybe like a second Brawlhalla game, or maybe like a meta, like a mix-up or overhaul? What are you wishing for?
I don't know. I don't really know that I have any expectations. I really enjoyed the game, and I like following the updates and things.
Okay.
I've thought about trying to play it again because I do miss playing that with Bryant, Jambi, and everybody.
No.
I really need to get into Rivals of Aether. I think it is because that's watching Bryant play. It looks like it's a lot of fun. I just haven't had any time to dedicate to it at all.
And if for whatever reason you get bored of the base roster, as workshop supports, you can make characters.
It's pretty cool.
There's one that they added some workshop characters. They're adding workshop characters to the base game as a pack. They're adding 4 characters.
Nice.
The other people made, and now the next pack, I need them to add a character named Nade, and then once they do that, then I'm gonna go pro.
Okay.
Do they have a character with a wrench?
So there's a skin through milestones.
And
There's
what's
a
with you
skin-
and a wrench?
That's Brian's thing.
What do you mean?
You have to have a wrench. You have to have it handy. You don't have a wrench on you?
He could
What,
dodge a
this
wrench.
was-
He could dodge a ball.
That's how he can dodge everything. He's got one on him. He's been throwing wrenches all his life. The Brian
what's
froze.
that? So through milestone, the character I play, which is a snake and a mech, if you get her milestone, you get to play as a rabbit, and instead of biting people, she hits people with a wrench.
That's pretty good.
So yeah, there's wrenches in the game.
Nick,
What's
what are you-
up?
What are you hoping for Ubisoft? Or are you neutral?
Ubisoft. They made the South Park games, right?
Yes, they did. They
I would
published it.
love another South Park game. Again,
Those-
never didn't play them, but I loved spectating them.
They sold really well, so that'll
Yes.
probably depend on the guys. Who created South Park again? The 2 guys.
Trey Stone and Matt Parker.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that'll depend on them because I think they
Trey
still
Parker,
own.
Matt Stone. Trey Parker, Matt Stone. Sorry, I had their names backwards. But
Okay.
yeah, I would love another South Park game.
Those sold really well, and actually, apparently, from the people who played it was a really good RPG. So
Yep.
yeah, that'd be great. They have 2 in the books now, so the third one will be good to just end out the trilogy. Cool. Kelsey brought Randall, I think, is left here on Ubisoft.
He didn't even ask me, what an asshole.
On. So then I'm missing Brian. Brian, what is your Ubisoft wishes?
Wishes? The hell do I want? I don't know.
You don't know what you want from Ubisoft? Beyond Good and Evil. We talked about it off
Beyond Good
air.
and Evil. Yeah, Beyond Good and Evil, I want some kind of footage on. This is what I want, and they probably won't do that because it requires deviating from their formulas. I want them to make an open world, like For Honor kind of open world, though not like a fighting game. And I want the narrative to follow one specific insert thing here, and I want it to end, and then you realize you're playing as a Templar from Assassin's Creed because they always show the side of the assassin, never show the Templar side.
Like show them as
They're
the
like,
good
oh, these
guys.
guys are cool. Oh yeah, he has. Oh, look, they have issues too. You played as a Templar and you like them exposed.
Like make them compelling, so it's like, oh, you could see the other side of the coin, like why their motives, and yeah, that would be really good. Okay.
Something like that. That's about it. That I can remember right now.
Uh-huh.
That's about it.
Fair. For myself, of course I wanted to see the Division free to play, so that's what I wish I hope they're lying and they're actually gonna be there and they show me more Division of the new game. If not, like Kelsey said before, the rumor that Massive Entertainment, which is the people who make Division, they are working on a Star Wars game, so I would like to see if they have anything. What's up?
No, I'm just listening. You said they're working on a Star Wars game.
Yeah, they announced it like last summer. The people who made Division 2 are working on a Star Wars game. So if they're making like an open world Star Wars game like the way they did Division, I'm all for it. So I was hoping they show that. So that's my wish, is they show off something. Maybe like a pre-rendered like proof of concept of what they want it to be or whatever the case is, but I would love to see that. And more Divisions 2 stuff.
I'm just imagining it to be just you play as Mandalorians. That's what I'm assuming it's gonna be.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I can see that because that's with the success of the show. I can see that being like a road to go down to explore all the was it clans, I guess, all the different Mando like groups and stuff, their armors and stuff. I'm down for that. You can use different weapons. As we've seen from Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 2, not Battlefield, Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2. There's a bunch of weapons they can use. So. That'd be fun.
Before we move on, chat Iconic says he doesn't care what studio does it, but he'd love another Simpsons hit and run type game with any adult cartoon, maybe like Rick and Morty.
That would be
I don't know if you guys ever played
I
the
did.
hit and run game,
We did.
but I think that would be an awesome idea to see come back around.
I would love that. Shit, even a remaster. Why not? Just so we can play
Right?
on modern stuff now. with better like it was cell shaded, so it wouldn't be that difficult to port over. Maybe do some better lighting. Like you could probably ray trace that shit.
Yeah, that was such a fun game.
They could do Rick and Morty, but I think American Dad would be more entertaining.
American Dad.
There's a bunch of characters in that too, so yeah, they can probably do something like that. That would depend on IP though. Like if who owns Fox on Simpsons, right?
Yes.
They would have to like get a licensing from them to make it. I don't know if that's even up for grabs. So, but yeah, I would definitely like to see that. Oof, that throws me back. Simpsons Hit and Run. I think we rented it like 3 times, Ryan, from Blockbuster just to keep playing it.
No, you bought it.
Did I?
On Xbox, yeah, you had it.
Oh, okay. I thought it was one of those games that we rented over and over again.
No.
Those kids don't even remember about renting Blockbuster and Hollywood Video.
Permanently rented it.
Yeah. All right.
'Cause after all, you don't own those games.
Yeah, at the end of the day. Quick one, Gearbox is going to announce some stuff. We can move on with that. They said they're going to show off some other... There's rumors they're going to show off the next like side Borderlands game, like the pre-sequel that came out a couple of years ago. So maybe a new side Borderlands game.
How about they just reboot the entire Borderlands 3 and act like it didn't come out yet?
That I have my gripes with it, so like... Anyway, we're going to move on from that. I'm not going to hear and just rant on Borderlands 3 and how they're going to change it.
You said it's called what? Wonderland?
I think there's rumor it's a Tiny Tina side game where it's Tiny Tina's Wonderland or something.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's true or not, if they're what that entails. So that's something I know that they might show. The Gearbox is a publishing house as well, so there might be some other games that we don't know about that they're actually going to show off.
Is it Gearbox that published Risk of Rain?
They did but certain platforms, I think.
Oh.
So they might, but you can fact check me on that.
Who was it that talked about the XCOM version of Marvel?
I saw the
news section.
in the news section, yeah, and then we got hyped from it because I would definitely like that.
I think the studio behind XCOM works for Gearbox, don't they?
XCOM publisher.
I don't even remember who made them.
Let me see. Hold on, give me a sec. 2K Games publishes XCOM.
Take-Two.
Yeah, Take-Two. We'll get to that because they're having a thing too, which might explain where they're going to announce that game. That's the one we're talking about, yeah. But they might show off a new Borderlands game. It's like a side game, the same way pre-sequel was a side game.
All right.
So, I don't know. The wishes for a Gearbox, yes, more Borderlands. But if you're doing a Borderlands, make it more modern. This whole sectionary, then loading to another area, that's old.
Yeah.
We're done with that. Division 2 approved it. It's massive wall. You can walk around, go into buildings. They hide the loading screens. We don't need that. Oh, hit X and we'll load. Beep, beep, beep. And then a loading screen to go to the next area. We're done with that. Catch up.
Like even Mass Effect had a better loading system with the what do you call it? The elevator rides?
Yeah.
Like at least you got something while you were loading the next area.
I mean, there's so many clever ways to do loading. There's no reason to have loading screens.
And now that the current gen in quotations, because not everyone has the next gen consoles, are SSDs, there's no need for this anymore. Okay, you can stream a lot of assets from it really quickly. But I doubt they're gonna do that. You're probably just gonna continue using the same engine and just hash out different areas. That's my wish for Gearbox.
You think? I feel like they might. I know you said side game, so maybe.
It's a side game, so I doubt they're not.
Unreal.
That'll be the next one probably. Borderlands 4, if they make it, it'll be using the new engine. But that's that. I don't know, you guys have any, Randall, you have any wishes for Gearbox? I don't think you play that many Gearbox games.
Yeah, I was looking, and I didn't. I don't already moved to 2Ks.
Okay, we'll get to them. That's for Take-Twos, if I'm not mistaken. Brian, you have anything to wish for there?
I don't know.
That's fair. I mean, for what we play from Gearbox is mainly just Borderlands.
It's just Borderlands. If they release another one, I'm gonna buy it and not expect anything but shooting things, because that's what it's come. Because Borderlands 3 story is dog shit. But
they've nailed the shooting things, gaining XP and looting. They've nailed it. They have the formula. That's why they haven't deviated from it.
So
Yeah, no one cares about the story.
So
They just want to have fun, man.
Yeah. What happened, Randall?
So the story with Handsome Jack is the only good story.
That's the one I liked the most was Handsome Jack's because I don't know, he was
Well,
more
he had-
charismatic. Like he had, I don't know, there was like more to him instead of just we're evil. Like I don't know.
He felt like a real villain. Like
Yeah.
he had his own like ideas and the way he went about everything. Like they took the time to make him feel like a real character, not just somebody who's out there to just destroy everything. Like even though that was like his goal, he had more of a
Thought
vision.
he was the hero.
Yeah. It wasn't just, oh, I'm gonna take over everything. Like, I don't know.
It was that, and then you mix that with them giving him more background in pre-sequel.
Yeah.
And even in the Tales from Borderlands games, you get story from him again. And it's the only one that felt like they actually put any effort in. With we said we're
The
not gonna rap about
twins.
Borderlands, but
Yeah, we're not
the
gonna run
twins,
over.
they're just lifeless. It's like, oh, they like how much of an asshole Handsome Jack was. Let's try to do that, and make them streamers. Anytime they speak, I'm like, just shoot, just engage in fisticuffs with me, and then we can end this quicker.
Yeah, they weren't memorable. It was just whatever. Anyway, that's Borderlands. Kelsey, do you have anything you want to wish for Gearbox?
I mean, if they do another Borderlands, I really hope they get rid of the gear score crap that they had for 3. I felt like
yeah, it was.
I
What was
feel
it there
like
for?
part of it. So I think part of the reason I didn't like 3 is the gear score thing. Like I found one gun like super early, and I used that throughout the rest of the game, and that was it. Because they tried to make everything not as unique. Like the whole reason I played Zero was because he was a sniper class, and that was what I wanted to play.
Mhm.
And they tried to make it more generic with like, oh, nobody's really reliant on weapons, so you just find a gun that you like, and then if your tree happens to help that out, great.
It reminds me of Diablo 3.
Yeah, like it's the most generic, boring thing ever. And like I like what they did with adding in like Moses the bear or whatever,
Iron Bear.
like having that, some of the stuff that they did for the powers, like I thought that was really cool. But all in all, like I really didn't like a lot of what Borderlands 3 offered with the whole, especially with the gear score stuff. Because if you like, I spec'd into fire damage, and I found a weapon that was really good in the very beginning, and even though I found things that were like 20, 30 levels above what that weapon was, it didn't do any damage compared to it because it was a fire weapon, and I didn't find any other fire weapons.
The luck of the draw sucks, and it probably didn't scale well at the beginning. Cause you guys played it like literally week of, right?
Yeah.
Lots changed since then.
I'm going back to my wish list. What I want:
Okay.
level every character at once. Have a squad. Like this is a squad kind of game.
I've been preaching that so many times, man.
That-
Yes.
Don't tell me how many guns you have. Gajillion. Let me craft my own.
Yeah.
Keep
That would be cool.
Keep legendaries, whatever. Make it legendary barrel, legendary parts of a gun. Give me like more of an RPG feel to it. Because the more you let me customize, the more the Aegis Walker can shoot you. I can forget about the story if everything else gives me options to play the way I want to.
But that would require them moving from their current formula, right? Which they should have done after 2, but they didn't. But anyway, that's our rant on Borderlands 3 that we weren't going to do.
Well, I mean, it kind of went along with what we wish for. We really wish they don't do any of these things
Yeah.
and actually bring back like the fun of Borderlands 2. Like whether it's the main villain or just the gameplay or whatever it is, because like Borderlands 2 just had everything, and they had great expansions, great DLC, the weapons and everything, the main
Better pizza.
the main boss fights, like all of that stuff was just better ingredients, better pizza.
Oh no, gameplay, I'm siding with Borderlands 3. Easy. Story, trash. Borderlands 3 gameplay, be way beyond the second.
The shooting feels better than 3. I just like the playable characters more in 2.
Yeah, I'm when it comes to just moment to moment gameplay, Borderlands 3 has it. Borderlands 2, I like the characters more. And then pre-sequel was pretty good too, but not a lot of people talk about it.
How did you guys like the mayhem mode?
A lot better than the OP mode in 2. Way beyond. Like Mayhem is 1,000 times better than OP mode. OP mode is like, hey, you can only grind this one area of OP, and then when you finally get the weapons to reach that OP, go to the next OP and do it all over again. This is so much more flexible. Mayhem is like a quadrillion times better.
I like not having to do New Game Plus just to reach max level.
Yeah, you can just keep playing the same. There's too many quality of life changes in 3 that just, for me, makes 2 obsolete.
Gameplay wise.
Gameplay wise. If they can redo 2 in 3's engine, that'd be fantastic.
I like the weapon system in 2 so much better. Like you found a gun that had more damage, it did more damage. Unless there was like an actual unless there was an obvious reason that you're like, no, you're just not going to do more damage.
I mean, that's how it works. If the gear score was the one thing that was just not right. The damage that stacks up. I've been playing that for who knows how long. It's stacked. If it says it does more damage, believe me, Papa, it does more damage.
Look, all I'm saying is, just, you give me a Maggie, I'm gonna shoot it. You know.
I mean, I guess so.
He's a simple man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, part 2 of rant of Borderlands that we weren't going to do.
And another thing.
No, never moving on.
They need to add an assassination mode.
So Xbox and Bethesda's showcase is up next. This is going to be a big one, hopefully. Especially with Xbox's acquisition of Bethesda. They might send out some exclusive from Bethesda for Xbox only. Things that they're probably going to show, that's rumored to show, is obviously Starfield, which is Bethesda's next huge RPG that's going to be sci-fi related instead of
shit.
instead of the high fantasy that they've been doing with Elder Scrolls. They're probably going to show off more Deathloop, which I cannot wait for that game. What else does Bethesda have under? What else do they have in progress? Maybe another
Bethesda.
Yeah,
I think
maybe
Forza. Didn't they do Forza?
No, Forza is Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft first party studio. Bethesda also has maybe another Wolfenstein, because the last thing they did was Youngbloods.
Quake.
Maybe a Quake or like.
Bethesda owns id, right, or no?
Yes.
No, they already did enough Doom stuff.
Yeah, Doom just finished with their DLC. I doubt they're going to announce another Doom now. So maybe Quake.
I mean, or Rage stuff. It would be. I guess this is me jumping the wish list thing for one thing. Is you imagine a Quake BR?
That'd be crazy fast. That would be pretty fun though, because Quake has some speed. It's almost like Unreal.
A Quake BR would be sick.
That'd be really fast. To follow that or commentate that would be ridiculous, because
that would be the VR game that I would play. Like I didn't do Apex Legends. I mean, I played with you once, but that was the only time I played it. A Quake VR would get me. I'd be all in on that.
But if it played like Quake, I don't like it.
It'd have to play like Quake.
Yeah, I don't want it like Quake BR, but then you have these shields that take like 20 seconds for time to kill.
It's so stupid. So stupid.
You get 100 health or with maybe shields.
That's what turned me off to Apex.
Like,
because there's no really like actual fast-paced BR. It's always, I'm gonna get the shield. I'm healing my shield. I'm hiding behind this wall.
Yep.
I mean, Call of Duty's BR was pretty fast-paced. You didn't really you could get body armor and things, but
Warzone was great.
You sure? When I see people playing Warzone, it takes a lot of a mag to kill a person.
It does take a lot of a mag to kill somebody, but it was still good. It was
not Warzone.
Blackout.
Yeah, Blackout.
Blackout.
Blackout was super quick.
Okay.
I mean, you like I said, you could get body armor and things, and if you got body armor, it helped some, but it wasn't like, oh, he's got body armor, let me just try and plow through him with 1,000 fucking bullets and hope that he goes down.
Damn.
I've always made one that's like Marvel's versus Capcom speed in a BR game. That's what I want.
Yeah, with a low time to kill. Yeah, that'd be insane. Those matches would be done in minutes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, everything takes too long with BR games. Or if you in Fortnite you shoot someone and then they build New York. Like, I don't want to deal with that.
Oh man, I wish they had a mode in Fortnite where it's just no building. Because I do like the charm of that game and all the freaking collaborations they have. It's just when it comes to combat, the building stuff, I'm like, it's just not for me.
I almost got into it because of how thick Chun-Li looked. So
okay, Brian.
Iconic is
man's got his vices, man. He's a simple man.
Elder Scrolls 6 will probably get some new teasers, trailers, and maybe a new single-player Fallout.
Ooh, maybe Fallout, but what they're probably going to show off is new Fallout 76 stuff. Maybe. But the new Fallout, I doubt. If they don't show Starfield, they're not showing the new Elder Scrolls. Because
Okay.
they said it was going to be Starfield first, and then they'll work on the new Elder Scrolls. So if they show Elder Scrolls before Starfield, there's something going up with that game then.
Elder Scrolls Online expansion.
Yes, they always have an expansion to
They
show off
gotta
at that.
compete with Final Fantasy.
Yeah, that's true. So they'll probably show off some sort of expansion for that. Maybe a new Prey. I would love to see that. Because after I finished the first one, I'm like, this was pretty fun. I might replay it again when I'm bored, like I've been doing with Dying Light. I don't know what else. What else is Bethesda? Rage, Brian mentioned earlier. Maybe a new Rage. I don't know what developer is under their belt that's currently working on what, but. And then for Microsoft side, there has to be Halo Infinite footage, right? Like they already showed us a little bit earlier. There's gonna be more, especially if it's coming out this year. I hope it's gonna be like an in-depth co-op, or maybe the multiplayer is gonna be shown off.
It would be fun if it was multiplayer.
I think they announced the co-op. The campaign is co-op. They just haven't showed multiplayer gameplay yet. So maybe they'll show off multiplayer. Like
Halo multiplayer is always so much fun.
Yes.
I grew up hockey tournaments. We would always bring Xboxes and have like 8-man Halo tournaments. We would network them together and just crush it.
Before the game or after the tournament? Like before the tournament or after the tournament? Or both?
No, like we would travel to hockey games and then we would stay at the hotels overnight because we play multiple games in a weekend.
Yeah.
And during our off time, we would just crush some Halo.
Let's go. Yeah, that's classic. That was it back in the day. Was Halo split screen or Halo System Link?
I do miss coming over to your guys' place and playing Reach with you guys and Ignacio.
Yes.
Both. So, Nick, I used to go over to their place with my Xbox or my 360.
Yeah.
And then Ignacio, their cousin, and I would play on one, and then Anthony and Brian would play on the other. We would sit there with two screens.
See, that's the shit right there. That is so much fun. That's what
classic,
they need.
That's classic gaming. That's
what they need, and they should open it up so we can all play and ADLR Podcast Halo nights.
Oh,
that'd be so
shit. Friday Frags.
Friday Frags, baby.
Brian's like, I don't like the name of that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Think of something, but either way, it's happening.
Anyway, but yeah, so
call it Shotter Day, and we play shooters on Saturday.
Brian, you can't think that's better than
I like
Get
that.
Out. No, what?
I like it. I like them both, man. I don't care. A good pun.
Okay.
Friday Frags, Shotter Day.
Shotter Day.
Anyway, so yeah,
Okay.
Infinite's definitely going to be shown. We haven't seen a motorsport yet. Horizon 4 came out a few years ago, and I think they haven't released a Forza Motorsport, so the simulation version's coming out. I'm sure they're going to show it off. We haven't seen anything on Fable. Maybe they'll show off something for Fable.
I was hoping you guys forgot so that for my wish I can say something about Fable.
You can still wish for that. I don't think they've announced what they're going to show.
But you ruined it. I was waiting for like the biggest reaction. Like you guys just sub to me and give me all your money. After I said it.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're not doing that. So Fable.
What do you think about Psychonauts 2?
That's I think a multi-platform. I don't think there's going to be an Xbox. No, wait, am I lying?
I'm pretty sure that's an Xbox exclusive.
I think they bought the studio. You're right. I think they did buy the studio, but I don't think it's exclusive though, because they said they're going to keep
I don't
it.
think Double Fine is
They did buy Double Fine. That's under Microsoft's belt. The thing is, I don't think they switched it to exclusive. I think they're going to keep it honest and release it multi-platform. But again,
but since they own it, I mean, they'll probably still show it off.
I hope so. Yeah, you're right. I hope they do show it off. Cause we've been waiting for that game for what, almost a decade now, right? When did Psychonauts 1 release?
Original Xbox.
Oh my God, you're right. So it's been more than that.
Apparently, we may get a confirmation of a sequel to The Outer Worlds, as Microsoft just renewed the IP.
That makes sense. I mean, they bought the studio. They've been doing Microsoft for the past like year and a half. Been just buying up studios so they can get better exclusives. And the people who developed Outer Worlds is one of them. So maybe we'll get a title card that says Outer Worlds 2 exclusive on Xbox or something.
Sea of Thieves is getting an update.
I can see that happening. Yeah. So I'm sure they're going to show off some more content for that. Oh, State of Decay 3 was teased last year. So maybe we'll have gameplay of the new State of Decay.
Apparently, Everwild is a new IP that the Sea of Thieves makers are working on.
Okay.
Might get something from that.
Let's go.
Perfect Dark They released Perfect
Yeah.
Dark at the Game Awards in December.
Yes, you're right. So we might get some gameplay for the new Perfect Dark. That's good. That's some good journalism right there.
Did they? What's it called? Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2.
Oh,
You guys remember that one?
Yeah, I played the first game. Yes, and then
That's your favorite game?
no, I did not like that game at all. That was not a
They said
very fun
game of the
game.
decade for that
No,
game.
that game made.
Wow.
I
game of
have.
the
There's a
decade.
Twitch clip of me, or either a Twitch clip or like or a clip somewhere of me falling asleep playing that game. So no, that game was very boring.
But you literally just
Yeah, I literally nodded off. I remember when I nodded off. It was me sidestepping on a waterfall, and I just fell asleep. That game is so slow and repetitive. It is not fun.
Anthony, sorry. Quick cut back to Sony. Journey 2. All right, now we're back.
I doubt they're gonna make a Journey 2, Ryan.
Uh,
So yeah, they'll probably show off gameplay for that game because they've been teasing it for quite some time.
have you? What about We Happy Few, Compulsion Games?
They're making another one, or are these just
That-
developers at the
well,
end
it
of
just-
their belt?
That's just one of the ones that they have under their belt. But
Gotcha.
it talks about the two studios that have been quiet for a while are Compulsion Games, which is We Happy Few,
Mm-hmm.
or Undead Labs, which does State of Decay.
And I'm sure they're going to show off State of Decay 3. But maybe another We Happy Few, or maybe an entirely new IP. I don't think
didn't
We Happy
finish.
Few got a lot of attachment. Like I don't think people bought that. A lot of people bought that.
I didn't finish it. I was like, okay. I was like, I get it. And then I moved on.
And you moved on, yeah.
It just felt like they tried to be a wackier Bioshock, and I'd rather just watch
Play
or play
BioShock.
Bioshock story.
Mhm.
So you want a super outlandish thought to think about?
Go for it.
Banjo.
It's in this article, and I just happened across
Banjo.
it. Adding Ubisoft Plus to Game Pass.
That
Well,
they have EA,
So
so if they add Ubisoft as well, I can't even say what I'm going to do on here live on Twitch because it's not child rated. You know what I'm saying?
Is it the word ton backwards?
Yes, absolutely.
but yeah, apparently there have been a bunch of rumors that Ubisoft Plus may join the Game Pass, and E3 would be the perfect place to announce that addition.
That would be insane.
There's no way they don't add that. Like if they add it, it's only gonna be the ultimate version. Like don't
Yeah,
have to pay
yeah,
for
I
it,
can
but
see that. Yeah, because
there's
that's the
no way
most,
they
that's the
can afford it.
priciest way. Yeah, you're right. It would have to be the ultimate Game Pass, and that's like $15 a month.
Did
That'd
you
be
guys mention
insane.
anything about Gears of War?
We haven't. So maybe they have another one to announce because Gears 5 came out
It was a
2
while
years
ago.
Yeah,
And then they had that
the Tactics
XCOM
one.
Gears of yeah.
Did you? That was when did you play that? Was that recent? Or
That
not?
was like
year.
maybe a year, almost 2 years ago now.
So
Because it's been a while. It's been a while since I've
maybe-
tried to kill Randall's character and that other guy's.
Did you end up doing it, or did his character survive?
No, they all survived.
There you go, flex on him, Randall. Ain't nobody killing you.
Was it that or XCOM where you made me and then I died in the first mission?
Oh my god.
I don't honestly. I want to say it's XCOM. I don't think it was because I don't think I've lost anybody in
Gears Tactics.
in the Gears Tactics. Yeah,
So maybe that we might get a. 'cause I
You just
think-
killing your teammates, Brian?
trying to.
We spent like 10, 20 minutes
man.
making my guy, and the first drop off, I get swarmed and I died.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it was really bad.
don't suck, and that wouldn't be a problem.
Story of my life.
What was I gonna say? So yeah, you bring up a good point. It could be either Gear 6 because they announced Gear 5. It's gonna be a trilogy again, I think. So maybe 4, 5, and 6. So maybe the 6th one's gonna be shown off, or maybe a new Gears Tactics. 'Cause I think Gears Tactics got a pretty good reception from critics and from people who played it. So we'll see on that.
Apparently, Machine Games, which is a Bethesda,
It's Bethesda owned. They made the Wolfenstein
Yeah.
games.
they're working. Yeah, that's the one we were talking about. Doing the Indiana Jones game.
Oh, Machine Games is doing the Indiana Jones game.
Yeah, Machine Games is still in early development on its Indiana Jones game.
Oh,
And we've already had a teaser trailer. It's unlikely that we'll see anything else for the game for a while, though,
right.
according to the article.
That makes sense. It's in good hands, and I think because I love all the Wolfenstein games they released. Machine Games is doing great work. So
You think? Wait, who owns Doom?
Bethesda,
You think we'll get anything else from them?
I doubt it because Part 2 of their DLC came out this year. earlier this year. Remember? So maybe like a title card, like a teaser, like oh, there's still more Doom. But where do you go after the? Oh, did you play the part two?
I
Kelsey?
have not finished. I have not played part 2. I really need to get to it.
The way they end part two is like, where do you go from here? So like, I would like to see them make another one, but the story ends. It seems like it just ends there.
Yeah. I mean, I know what the point of part 2 is. You basically fighting like the devil himself,
Yeah.
you know? And it's like, well, if he's supposedly the most powerful and you kill him,
What's next?
what the fuck is left to do? Like,
Yeah. So that's
do you
why,
just got to go to random worlds and save them from whatever is left?
maybe a roguelike
Or
as Doom?
Doom guy becomes the bad guy.
Oh, that's good. Flip it, and who would be the people to take him out?
The Skull
Nice.
Girls cast.
Okay, we're moving on.
Did you mention Avowed?
Avowed.
Obsidian's RPG?
Oh no, I didn't. Did they say are they gonna show something?
Uh,
I forgot Obsidian.
oh,
is
it
working on
says
something
it's safe to say we won't see anything from Gear Studio this week.
Oh.
Obsidian is hard at work on Avowed, which is also a long way off, so it probably won't make an appearance.
Gotcha. So it's probably gonna be a huge Halo showcase. Probably some crazy Xbox Game Pass announcements. Maybe some crazy Xbox platform announcements. Like they might drop like Nick and the rest of us were talking about a few weeks back. I mean, they might drop the price for online play or something. They've been making these type of moves because Game Pass is making them so much money they probably don't even care about it anymore.
Yes, dude. Everyone I know talks about Game Pass and how awesome it is.
It is.
Oh, the game's on Game Pass. Just get Game Pass.
Yes.
Well, yeah, because now, especially now, if you have it, you get like all this stuff from EA, and then pretty soon you might be getting it from Ubisoft
If
too.
you get it from Ubisoft, I don't think you understand how big that news would be. I don't think you guys are not hard enough right now. Like how great that news is.
If
Oh,
they
trust me,
announce
I
that-
can't physically move out of my seat because I'm stuck between the chair and the
Gotcha.
my desk.
Yeah.
So
I can tell you if they're gonna announce it. If what's his name? Phil Spencer's lips are like drenched. He's gonna
Okay,
announce
here we
Ubisoft
go.
Plus.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. But I think that's everything I know.
Does
It'll be
Ubisoft Plus get you?
all of their games. That sound like it's. I think it's like literally
Really?
all of their current games and whatever comes out later.
Wow.
So like it's.
So you just don't have to buy the games. You just rent this and you just play whatever.
Yes, sir.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
if they
okay.
add, that's a huge ask. So that rumor better like that's a wild rumor. Anyway,
Interesting. That'd be sweet.
yeah, that would be ridiculous.
I might buy Game Pass if that
Yeah.
happens. I don't have Game Pass and I don't play single player games, but I might buy it just for shits and giggles.
Holy shit, that'd be crazy. I'm too excited to think about what to talk about next because that's a crazy idea.
there's all your blood somewhere else.
Yeah, it really is. What are we talking about? I think that's all I know. The thing I'm
I
hyped
doubt
for
it
is to see.
either.
Yeah, Crackdown is a good guess, but I don't think a Crackdown's coming because they tried doing that with what was the Crackdown we played, Brian? The recent one.
Reels or whatever, dude.
It didn't. It was not well received. I don't know if unless they do like a reimagining or they just remake the first one, the second one, or something. But I don't see a Crackdown being announced. Unfortunately. So I guess that's what they're probably going to be talking about. What do you guys wish for here? And we're talking about Xbox here, so it could be platform changes as well. Randall, since you're the biggest Xbox head I've ever seen, with all
His
the
middle name
Xboxes
is
you played,
Xbox.
yes, Randall Xbox Green.
Yeah, think about it. Green. It's not blue for Sony. So
Oh,
he's
that's
blue to
true.
the-
I thought he was a Nintendo fan.
Oh, he loves Nintendo, my guy. You should see how many Switches he has.
You can't stop him from playing Smash. I tried. He bit me.
He's currently playing right now. That's why he's looking down.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Randall. What,
I don't have anything.
besides Halo, I guess you don't have any wishes. Like
Not any exclusives that's like
no,
specific towards them. I don't think so.
not even platform
I've never been
changes.
an Xbox person.
Gotcha.
Even though I've had, let me see. I think I've had every Xbox except for
The 360 or
no. That was the last Xbox I got.
oh, so you didn't have the Xbox One or the new one now?
No.
Gotcha. I mean, so you were up there with them. 360 was like one of the best systems in gaming history. So the most popular, I guess. I don't know if it's the best, but the most popular. It sold a lot. Not as much as the PS2 though. I think PS2 still no.
I don't think Microsoft has ever outsold Sony in consoles.
No, they did. The 360 generation, they outsold them because the PS3 came out too expensive. I think it came out like at 600 while they came in like
It
at,
also lit on fire when you used it.
yeah. Like I think the 360 they had the edge on console sales. It always flip flopped. PS2 Sony dominated, and then for the PS3 Xbox One, Xbox sold well, and then the PS4 Xbox One, PS4 sold well, and then now we're waiting to see what happens with this gen.
PS2
Whoever gets enough supply is going to outsell the other one.
Yeah, those are hard facts to them. Hit you with it.
Yep.
I mean, the PS2 was still outselling the PS3 when it came out because
Yes.
the games on that were just so fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Years afterwards, it was still like they were still selling games and things for the PS2.
Man, this makes me think of the nightmare.
Of getting the PS5,
Yeah, man.
it's a different type. It's a
I'm
different.
traumatized. I can't believe I went through that jump, man.
That's
Still
gonna.
fuck Walmart where I'm from.
Yo, do you believe it's still sold out?
Yeah, I believe it. That's a day and age we live in. So many bots are easily accessible now, because it's a business. We can sell you this bot so you can get your PS5, and they sell it for who knows how much.
I didn't even need a bot.
Okay,
Right.
Brian. Yeah, after what?
I
How many
didn't
tries?
4.
That's a
You got
lot.
yours on Amazon, right?
Yep. Now Walmart's bitch ass.
All right, Nick.
Up.
What are you wishing for the Xbox / Bethesda showcase?
I mean, anything more than we've already asked, I don't even know, to be honest.
Right. Yeah. After that bomb of a rumor, Ubisoft Plus being added is outlandish to me. If that happens, there's no point in watching the rest of the showcases.
Yep.
I don't think you understand. I don't.
They
think
would win instantly.
Yeah, that's not. I don't see it happening, but my God, if that happens, Randy, you're gonna see me weep on that couch.
Do we get to see it live on Twitch?
I was thinking about see if do like a live thing, but every time we do it, we always end up like muting each other and not talk because I laugh or yell over everyone else so they can't hear what's actually happening.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, I guess I'll stop
The
doing
only
this.
time it works is if we're on the same place and then Kelsey and Randall can hear me yelling because Mass Effect and fucking Andromeda.
Yeah.
I linked you a GIF, Anthony. This is gonna be you if that happens.
All right, let me take a look. Directly? Oh no, it's on the podcast. Yeah, it really is. Like that light is. Shoot.
Oh,
Yeah, that is a
Like this.
crazy move. I don't know what the.
Gross.
Yeah, yeah. That would definitely be me. The thing is, if that happens, I would like to know like the financial logistics behind that, because the amount of content you get for just Ubisoft's games on top of EA's, and then also Xboxes for only $15 a month. Come on, how are you sharing that cash? You know?
The thing that's making me think maybe, right, is because Ubisoft goes before Microsoft. So Ubisoft's gonna be throwing out smackers of games, and then Microsoft's gonna be like, "Hey,
Those
that stuff you
games,
saw?"
yeah, on Game Pass. That would
If it was the other way
That
around,
would be fucking
if it was
sick.
the other way around,
would.
I would thought no.
that is insane. My heart's racing, and this is just a rumor. I gotta relax. I gotta lower my expectations because
he's gonna be.
yeah, my heart rate's already
He's
getting up.
gonna. He's gonna be up there, and he's just gonna be like this, like glued to the TV, just like.
How depressed would you be if it doesn't happen, though?
No,
Because of the rumors and the build-up and the hype.
No, I always put logic first. So like, I don't let the
Alright.
emotions go. I'm like,
Good.
this doesn't make any sense to me.
Rapper.
Yeah,
Good.
right. I'm not those,
Respect.
like, hey, this can't. I don't see this happening financially. Like, unless they bump up the price for Game Pass.
I mean, even if they do that and bump up the price, I think
it's still
it'd be
worth it. $20 for 3 different subscriptions. That's
You
worth
could
it.
bump up the volume instead too.
Okay, so Brian, what are you expecting?
What about the
for-
jam?
Not expecting, I guess. That's also a good reference. Yeah.
2 wishes: Fable, Starfield.
Fable
it.
would be sick.
They've been teasing Fable
and
for
make
so
it
long.
the exact opposite of Fable 3.
Yep.
Matter of fact,
Oh.
make Fable 3 and pretend the other one didn't come out.
Oh.
Yeah, just grab Fable 1 and 2 and just extend the content.
He'll probably love that. So
I would too.
Yeah.
I would play a single player game in that regard.
And
Kelsey.
Fable 2 was co-op too, so.
Kelsey,
What's up?
what do you wish for Xbox / Bethesda to show off and house, etc.?
I mean, the Halo definitely.
It's gonna be
You know,
great, man. Yeah,
I never actually got to play. What is it? 5?
5. Yeah, 5 with what's his name? Luke Cage.
Lock.
No, that's his real name in the game, but Luke Cage was in there in a
I
Spartan
didn't play the
outfit.
story for that.
Uh, let's see. I'm trying to think of what some of the other ones that we had
State of
mentioned.
Decay, Forza Motorsport.
Sorry.
Uh,
No.
I mean, Forza.
Will there be
I've
a new
never-
Forza?
Most likely,
There
they're
is-
swap
there's-
alternate between the arcade game Horizon and then the simulation one, Motorsport.
Um, I've always enjoyed, like the realistic style racing games like Gran Turismo and Forza and everything.
Mhm.
I never really got into them. I played Gran Turismo when I was a kid on like the
Same.
PlayStation, but after that I didn't really do much with it. I'm excited to see the Forza game. I actually don't know what Starfield is, so I'll have to look into that.
It's supposed to be their
Um,
their
A new sci-fi RPG.
yeah. You know how Elder Scrolls is like their huge open world RPG. Well, they announced Starfield to be their sci-fi version of that years ago. So we've been hoping for gameplay to see how that looks for so long
Interesting.
now. Yeah.
The only thing I
That-
want is Skyrim in space. That's what I'm picturing.
Um,
Yep.
Starfield sounds really good, and then I would love to see something from Perfect Dark, but I doubt there's going to be anything there.
That's a
Gotcha.
game I haven't heard of in a long time.
Yeah, when they announced they were
Um,
remaking it, I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
I mean, they might as well. They own Rare, so they might as well start using their IPs.
You think Banjo's coming back? Because Crash did?
Oh, we can't start this,
Or-
bro. Like, I can't
or-
really get so
or-
wrecked.
Think about it. Conquer could come back.
That's true. They haven't done the Conquer in a while.
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yeah, they came back with Battletoads, so they might redo Conquer or Banjo.
Oh no! Another wish, another Killer Instinct.
Oh, good call. Because the Killer Instinct came out and actually was
You already
well
used your
received.
wish, dude.
Oh,
Can't have another.
unfortunate.
And
man.
then Fable 3 coming out.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else.
Okay. For myself, it's definitely platform changes. So, like we discussed a few weeks ago, drop the online multiplayer stuff. That would be a great announcement for everyone. Like, oh, I don't have to pay to play online anymore. Fantastic.
Yeah, if they did that, I would probably go out and get an Xbox.
And
Right
you-
now, I'm leaning towards getting a Switch, but I'm waiting for the announcements there. So,
No, dude, like you should get a Switch regardless of the announcement. The Switch is
well,
definitely.
I'm not
a good
gonna.
investment.
I'm never gonna play. I'm only gonna play one like a quarter of the time I should to make the money's worth.
Got it. Go ahead, Brian.
If you get Game Pass, you don't need to get a console, and you don't have to pay for online.
That's also true.
Those are
Body
also-
Harvest.
Also true.
Let me hit him with the
So,
facts here.
Fosner in chat says he wants to see a Body Harvest remake, but he's pretty sure that was Midway.
Oof, who owns the IP then? Because Midway went down and
Yeah.
the IP started scattering everywhere. So you have to look up who owns that IP. So yeah, platform changes for Xbox. I hope they rev up their xCloud because right now the tech I don't think is there in terms of latency. If they add more than just Game Pass games on xCloud, that'd be fantastic. What else?
Apparently, Rockstar North was the one that developed Body Harvest.
And then Midway published it.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Publishers are Gremlin Interactive and Midway Games.
You have to look up to see who owns the IP. Then maybe the Gremlin people, the Gremlin company. What else from Mike? I would like to see another Horizon, but they're going to show off Motorsport, so I doubt they're going to show Horizon as well. Because Forza Horizon is so much fun for Xbox. What else? I don't know.
I
Bethesda.
don't like driving games.
I would have loved another Wolfenstein, but if they're making the Indiana Jones games, I doubt they're going to show off another one. And they're probably hard at work at the Indiana Jones game and not a Wolfenstein. I don't think for the one more thing, what else they got? It would be Gears and Halo, but they're going to definitely show off Halo because it should be coming out this year. I don't know.
Banjo.
Maybe a Banjo game? Yeah, I don't. For me, it'd be platform changes for Xbox. Like that, like to change up a little bit of how the Xbox Live Gold stuff works. Because with Game Pass, it's like just make it one subscription, not Gold and Game Pass and Ultimate Game Pass. There's like streamline it a bit. I guess would be my
You
wish.
think Sunset Overdrive would get a sequel?
Sony owns that now.
While we were talking, sorry.
That's what I
cut
forgot
back
to do
Sony
for
real
the
quick.
Sony. Yeah.
Did you see the screenshots for Rift? The Ratchet and Clank they posted after I said Sly Cooper. Apparently, the whole premise is this gun, the Rhino 8 in Ratchet and Clank,
Uh-huh.
is taking it. It goes to different worlds and it's going through all the Sony IPs.
That's just
So
for
y-
promotional. I think I saw those tweets. It's just for marketing. And like different
Yeah,
games
but
are going through the rifts.
look what it's stuff that's topical. So it's Horizon, Uncharted, and then there's Sly Cooper and Sunset Overdrive.
Then maybe Sunset Overdrive makes an appearance for Sony's press conference. I forgot that changed hands. So yeah, maybe Sunset Overdrive, but it's not going to be Xbox because they don't own the IP anymore. I think. Which I mean, it was an okay game. The moment to moment got kind of stale after sliding for too long, but if they change that up for the sequel, then that'd be great. Because I love the environments. It was super vibrant, very punk rock like aesthetic. It was
Add
really
some
cool.
variation to the soundtrack. Is
Yeah.
the other thing I would say.
It just needed some minor tweaks, and that game would have been golden. But yeah, for wishes for Xbox, that's about it. All right, yeah, that the Xbox after that stupid rumor, Kelsey, you like that. I'm looking forward to this fucking showcase now. Now, if they like,
You're not even gonna be able to sleep tonight because you're gonna be so busy thinking, like hyped up. You're like, "Fuck, dude, they might be getting Ubisoft Plus." Shit, I gotta.
yeah, I gotta get my fucking lotion ready. All right, so we did this, and this. Oh shit, we haven't done a bunch of these. So PC gaming show, Kelsey, you think you had something for that? PC gaming show and future game show, I think are gonna be next to each other. So a lot of the time, the PC gaming show has a bunch of like indie games on Steam. They have, and Valve actually announced they're gonna have a section on PC gaming show. I think that kind of leads into what Nick put in his under his section as well. So I mean, Kelsey, you can go first. I think you had some news
For the,
for the PC gaming show.
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought you mentioned it. Well, then Nick, take it away with the Valve stuff. There's some speculation coming from Valve since Valve announced they're going to be there.
Is some speculation. Valve is going to be there, and the speculation is they're going to talk about their new Switch-like console.
That's true. Yeah.
Everyone obviously has the Half-Life 3 memes, so everyone would love to see Half-Life 3 release, but
That's not
going to happen.
Yeah.
So it's going to be around their console, which is going to be pretty sweet. I'm always hesitant to buy Valve hardware because it always goes out of style, like the second they release it. Like they had
Index.
their streaming thing. What's that?
The VR Index.
Yeah, they have that. They had
The
the
controller.
streaming thing. They had the
controller.
controller.
Yep.
Yeah, all
That-
their stuff goes out. of
Their
the
streaming
second
box
they-
though was like,
The stream box
really
was
well-
awesome, but no one
Yes.
bought it. So I have one actually. I got it when it went on sale for like $20.
The Steam Link.
The
Steam Link.
yeah.
Yes, I had one. I don't know where it is. I can't find it, but I actually
Mine's sitting right next to me.
one of the guys at work, when we were doing the gift exchange for Christmas, I managed to get the Steam Link, and he came over and he's like, "Do you know what that is?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, this thing is awesome." Like he's like, "Oh my god, I'm so glad somebody who would actually use it got it." And now I can't fucking find the thing when I moved into here, and so I don't like shit.
The problem with the
He
Steam
liked
Link
it
is
so
that
much he stole it back from me.
that might have been it. Is that we have software to replace it. So it was great for the idea for people who
We do.
want an easy way to set it up. We have Parsec, and it's free. You can install it on fucking anything, and then you have the same thing, and you can do it more than just Steam games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was so simple to install.
Yeah, very absolutely.
But anyway, that's Valve.
Yeah, I can see that because there's been rumors, especially recently, coming up that they're gonna have their own like Switch Lite thing to run maybe like lower end games or to do the Steam Link, like a mobile Steam Link.
What else would Valve be releasing? Like their team is so small now, or not now? Their team
Clearly,
is just so
Halo
small.
3.
It's
A
been
new
you
Halo
mean
Halo,
Half-Life
Half-Life
3?
3, you mean?
TF3.
Randall,
Yeah.
shut your whore mouth.
That's not going to happen.
That game died a long time ago. I let it go
Yeah.
a long time ago. I'm leaving
Yeah.
it
A
dead.
new Counter-Strike.
No, they're not going to release a new
No.
Counter-Strike.
Absolutely
CSGO
not.
is still crushing it.
Yeah.
They just released it for free
Yeah.
a couple years
New?
ago.
A new Counter-Strike.
It would
No,
be sweet, but that's not going to happen.
That's not.
I'd say Team Fortress 3 will happen before a new Counter-Strike will.
and I'll be dead before.
But
then,
I think that IP is being laid to rest for at least the next 10 years.
It's really sad, and I don't want to cry on stream. So we're gonna move on. I don't know what else Valve would announce. It'd be maybe some Steam Steam
New IP?
Maybe.
Yeah,
new IP?
they've been in the hardware game. They keep re-releasing hardware stuff and don't really touch software much anymore.
Yeah. The only thing I can see software-wise, and maybe Steam will change. Now it runs
Steam OS or something.
Yeah, because there hasn't been any updates on that. Like it's out
Yep.
there. You can still load it. We can launch up and set up a Steam OS, but there's no need to, because Steam works perfectly fine. Some people just run Steam on Linux because they have the Proton backend software that emulates for Windows games, so you don't need that. It'll have, I don't know. If besides that hardware that you said, I don't see it being anything
Who
else
knows?
besides that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're desperately trying to jump into the hardware game. They're releasing something every 4 to 5 years and just always falls flat on its face.
Actually,
Hopefully they can succeed.
Before they do this again, it might be another VR title, because the Half-Life Alyx was well received for the people who actually bought it and played it. They loved it. So maybe an announcement of another VR title.
Yeah, and they're heavy in VR as well. Yep.
Yeah.
I've had a couple friends who played Alex, and they were like, "Dude, this game is incredible.
Yeah.
Everything about it was
they
absolutely amazing.
They
apparently
are what
crushed it.
Blizzard was supposed to be, where they just keep, when they release new IP, they crush it. They don't release much, and they don't release too often, but when they do, they crush it. I mean, what are the most recent games from that? Minus
Actually,
the Counter Strikes.
Well,
They got what,
besides-
Portal 1, Portal 2. They got
Wait,
the
wait,
Half-Life
wait,
Alyx.
wait. They try to release Artifact, and that is a shit show.
Is it? I haven't played
They-
that one.
They discontinued working on it. They put
Yeah,
it out
they-
as open source, and then they're like,
Okay.
Yeah, they had their slip ups, and Artifact was one of them.
Yep. Well, regardless, Blizzard doesn't do anything anymore. They just keep re-releasing the same IP over and over and over again.
I just found out that they're having separate servers for older classic expansions.
Yep.
Why
Yeah.
are people still why?
I don't know, man. People want the nostalgia. I have friends that keep asking me to go play. I'm like, why the fuck do I want to play that?
Someone
I experienced
told
it
me-
once and never want to experience it again.
Someone told me
peop-
you have to pay to swap to the Burning Crusade server.
Yes.
And people are
And
gladly
it takes
just giving them
so
money.
long to level. The top streamer got the game the day it released, and then 48 hours of streaming later, he's level 64 or something.
And Max is 70?
Yeah, he leveled
Yeah.
4 times in those 48 hours.
No.
The Burning Crusade max cap, I think, was 70.
Yep.
And people are just
That
like,
was
yes.
honestly
I don't
shit.
people like this shit. It's crazy.
The Burning Crusade was definitely their best expansion, personally, because I played the original, played Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King. I skipped the next two, and then came back in Warlords of Draenor, and then played Legion. I personally enjoyed playing the game in general more during Burning Crusade than I did some of the later stuff. But a lot of the quality of life stuff that they did in the later ones makes it way better. They increased drop rates for stuff. So in the original Classic, there's this one quest where you have to kill harpies and collect their talons. The drop rate for the harpy talon was 1.2%. Okay? You would literally spend days farming these damn things to get the talons so that you could turn in the quest and move on with the quest line.
So, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't played any WoW games at all. In retail WoW, that's the terminology for the current WoW, right? What's currently happening. Can't
Retail,
you just
yep.
not play that content again? You can't just go back to Burning Crusade. You can't just go to those areas and redo it.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, theoretically, yeah, you could probably
Make
stop
a new
at a certain
character,
level.
and just play Burning Crusade content. I don't. Why are we going? They're basically going back in time and just selling this shit again.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
exactly what they're doing.
That's
Because
exactly what they're doing.
people want to play the game at the state it was when the game launched.
Oh, so
they want that
mechanically
nostalgia
it's
factor.
changed. So mechanically it's changed. since
Mechanically, it's changed.
Oh yeah,
then. Okay, I get it. Okay,
It's still, it's crazy.
That's still not no. Why are you guys doing this? Drop. Oh, I can't believe this. It's so weird when people talk about the classic. I'm like, how is this not burned? How are people yes, more of this? What? Okay, well, whatever.
Addiction.
They like what they like. Yeah, nostalgia, I guess. Oh, so what were we talking about? This our first fucking derailment. I thought we
PC
were doing
one.
good.
Some
The
more
PC gaming show. Yeah, go for it. I get maybe Devolver Digital is going to show up and show up with, like a lot of crazy ass fucking indie games because they always do. Because Devolver Digital has a way of picking and choosing crazy games that are just end up being really fun. Maybe
Did I have something on here that? What was? Why did you think that I had something for this one?
because earlier in this episode you mentioned hey for PC gaming, and then I cut you off because I said hey we'll get to PC gaming. So that's why I was like okay we'll get to it. So
I don't know that I was talking about PC gaming. I think I was
Okay.
talking about something else.
gotcha. Okay.
It was scary. Square. It was the Square stuff, and you already talked about it.
Oh okay. Then my bad. My bad. That's me. Uh. Yeah.
I have
I
to
don't know what
go,
expect.
gentlemen.
Okay. Well,
It was a pleasure. I'll see you guys
Pitch
next week.
round, broski.
All right, I had to do some quick on the fly editing here, so take it easy, dude.
Bye bye.
See you,
Bye.
man.
Boom. Ooh.
Oh no, it's
Lights
off.
out.
Oh no.
Wonder
Lights
why.
out.
It's this, but I gotta flip a bunch of stuff. Ew. Ew.
Lights out.
Yeah.
Why is this so far off?
No, we gotta do some crazy stuff live on the set. You feel me?
Lights out.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, a bunch of stuff live. You guys don't get this often, huh? But we got it now, you know?
Look at that. I'm done.
I'm not. I'm not. I don't have.
It's inadequate.
I have too many different setups because not everyone here is on the Discord call. So I have a separate camera,
Ooh, talking about you, Randall.
This
What
bitch.
and then we got this. So that's moi. I'll sort it out later, I guess. Second person, Brian. I guess you guys can take on. Well, I guess Brian, if you want. While I'm doing this, talk about Capcom.
Oh, yeah, I didn't say anything about PC.
Oh my bad. Yeah, what do you wish for PC gaming? I guess
Nathan just skips me on everything now.
I skipped everyone for the wishing. I just moved on because I don't have much to talk about the PC gaming because it's so like rant like. It's not like a show like the rest of them where they have like a. It's just anything can be announced there. Like hardware wise, AMD can be on it. Like,
Let me walk you through this, right?
go for it.
Certain game companies almost always release their game on PC, like immediately. The company on your shirt started on PC.
Yeah.
So I think, hey, Hades been demolishing in sales, and Supergiant's never released DLC for their games. Teaser of DLC for this, a narrative expansion for Hades. That's the wish list right there.
You fucking took mine. That's why I wore the shirt because I was gonna say it.
You know,
But go
fuck you.
for it.
That's really it. That's all I care about for PC.
Oh really? Okay, I thought you had more.
I forgot. I got too excited from what I said, and I forgot if I had anything else to say.
I mean, any other like PC only stuff? I would imagine, especially Valve's being there. Like,
Yeah, I
gotta be
just
some
want
other stuff.
Hades. That's all I could think of right now. I don't know what else would be there.
Dying Light 2.
yeah, that's a good one.
They can show stuff for it.
Orcs Must Die. Sega and Amplitude Studios will have a major announcement and reveal for their highly anticipated strategy game, Humankind. Apparently, EVE Online is getting an announcement. Chivalry 2.
Oh, it'd be cool if Guild Wars 3 happens.
Guild Wars 3.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
I mean, just what I want. PC, it's a PC game. Guild Wars 3.
That's fair.
That's about it, really. I can't really think of anything that's not a major company that they're gonna. I don't know. That's all I really want. Not to say I don't care about this section, but it could be anything, so I don't know what to wish for, because
Yeah.
someone's grandpa who made a game, it took 17 years to make a game, can just
Can just pop up with it, yeah, and it looks lit. Like that Goose game, the running shooter game that Mighty Goose. That looks really fun.
Yeah.
All right,
It's on
Kelsey, you have
PC
any
as well.
wishes? Yeah, I'd imagine that'd be on PC. For
Um,
PC side.
I mean, I'm kind of excited for the Humankind strategy game. That looks fun. Other than that, no, because like nothing in this list that I see is anything. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe we're talking about this.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, there's a new trailer for Vampire: The Masquerade Swan Song.
That's a good one because we've been
But
waiting
that's
for that.
coming out next year already, though. They said it's
Oh.
not coming out this year.
That's unfortunate.
I didn't play the first one. I'm gonna have to look. It looks hilariously outdated, so I'm probably gonna look up whatever happens in the story if they're connected.
Same. If they are,
and
I'm
play
going to
the
look up
second
a
one.
catch up in 10 minutes and I'll just watch the video and play the second
Yeah.
one. I ain't got time for that.
So, yeah, I mean, nothing nothing major.
Okay. Randall, you got anything you wish for on the PC side? It could be tech related too. New graphics card a new GPU announcement is what you want at the gaming show.
Well, Nvidia is announcing something. They are, where is it? An exclusive offer from GeForce Now. Nvidia's cloud gaming surface is being announced,
Okay.
or something for that is being announced.
I mean, that's good. I currently have I've used that before and it works pretty nicely. That's definitely the in between for the people who don't want to rebuy games on a new cloud service. If you own the game on Steam and you can just use GeForce Now to run it for the most part, unless the publisher or developer says no to not run it on GeForce Now. But if they say okay, that's a good way to just buy a game on Steam, and if you don't have the horsepower, you can just use GeForce Now to play it. So new GPU, Randall, you do some outlandish ones, huh? Okay.
Well, I mean, I've been trying to get the ones that's already out, but this,
New ones already came out.
huh?
New ones already came out last week.
Yeah, you can't get them.
So you want them to announce another one so you can get it?
Yeah,
Okay. So you're just out there in weird
I
land.
just want a fighting chance.
Oh, well then you have to go in person.
What's
you mean?
So I'm confused. You want them to announce another one so you have a fighting chance of the new one or the older ones?
Either or. I'm thinking more of the new one because at least I could try to be there when they drop it. Rather
And
than
you need to follow Best Buy because Best Buy and some other things are not selling it online. So
I feel
people are getting GPUs because they're going to the stores and buying them.
really
I feel
Yeah,
like
the
that'd be
3080
ass
the ones that they
backward.
have now, like the 3090s.
Brian, hold on. The 3080 Ti's and the 3070 Ti's are now not being sold online for Best Buy.
What about 3090?
I don't know. So you have to double check on that. So you have to go to the store and actually buy it. Brian,
Are we back to him needing a new graphics card?
yeah, he's still on it. He hasn't left. He's been looking for
When did you find out?
yesterday. Because I started to see on Twitter, there's people putting pictures of them going with in front of a Best Buy with a bunch of people with boxes, and Nvidia's been retweeting it. So I found out on Twitter that they've been doing it. So I would
Are
start
they
checking.
Founders Edition or
Yeah. Oh no, whatever they have.
MSR?
Yeah, like any third party. Brian, go ahead. Sorry, I was cutting you off.
I feel like you trying to get a fighting chance with a new one is ass backwards. You're just getting touched to death infinite the entire time. If you want to announce one and get one that's older, that makes more sense.
Because they might sell those, Because they're like, oh, the new hotness, that's what I want now. And the old one's like, oh, whatever.
Bosmer says that he went to Best Buy a few weeks ago and the shelves were fully stocked, in his words.
I think you start going to Best Buy, bro, and making sure they got it. Start calling them up. You get yourself
Keep trying to
39.
get you guys. Keep trying to get you guys to go to Best Buy.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I mean,
That is true.
in Brian's defense, anytime we drive by,
The problem is Brian hasn't been here to tell us to go to
yeah,
Best Buy.
that's true. What was I gonna say? You might want to look into 3080 Ti because for $300 less, the performance is not that much different.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Which one?
The 3080 Ti they just released. Anyway, now this is definitely the PC gaming show. Talking about fucking hardware, yeah, Brian. Hey, who types like that? Who's up here?
You.
All right. Anywho, so that's that. I guess my wishes for the PC gaming show. A lot of cool indie games like Gameplay is King, like messenger style games like that. The Mighty Goose. Type. I don't know why it sounded like that. Like the one Brian shared, the Mighty Goose one. That shit looks really fun. Like more games like that announced. I don't care if it's like 2D and stuff. As long as it looks super fun to play, I want that.
It's been this one game that they showed. I don't remember. It might have been like 2 E3s ago. That's been on my wish list on Steam. It's called The Last Night. I've been waiting for that game to come out, and it has not come out yet.
The Cyberpunk one. It's like
Yeah,
a 2D
it's like
pixelation.
pixelated. Yeah.
Maybe we'll get that because that was shown off on Xbox's showcase. So maybe,
was?
if I don't remember correctly, the last night I think it was first shown on an Xbox press conference at E3, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe this time, maybe at the Xbox conference, you'll see it finally.
When is Cyberpunk coming out?
I don't know, maybe sometime next year. Whenever it's back on the PlayStation listing, that's when it's out again.
That is such a huge disappointment, man.
You didn't even play it.
We're not gonna go
I
through that.
did play it.
uh,
I played it
even
for
beat
like what, 30 minutes?
Barely even played it.
All right, boys.
Just joking. It's not me. That's the audience over there.
All right, so we got through Brian. I wanted to talk to you about Capcom. They're obviously going to show more Monster Hunter Rise tech content, maybe like a date or gameplay on a console or PC to show the graphical fidelity, or maybe more content. They're probably going to talk about obviously the road to what is it, the Capcom tournament that they do until the end of the year.
Capcom Pro Tour.
The Pro Tour. They're always going to show like, hey, if you buy the Pro Tour thing, it goes to the prize. They're going to definitely show that. What else is Capcom doing that's currently out?
They're gonna show more Oro and then a release date probably for Street Fighter. Maybe some content for Resident Evil.
Resident Evil just came out, so maybe DLC for Resident Evil Village.
Versus Capcom 5 Rebirth.
That's not happening. That's definitely not happening.
Oof, that's gonna be part of your wish.
I know
We'll
it's
get
not
to your
gonna
wish.
happen.
We're gonna get to the wishes. Hold on.
No.
Probably Phoenix Wright remastered or a new one or a bundle or something.
Oh, I see that. I can see that.
Don't think if there's anything else that Capcom does besides neglect their fighting games.
So no, you don't think a new fighting game coming out? You think it's just gonna be straight Street Fighter 5? No Street Fighter 6 teaser?
I don't think so yet. Probably
Okay.
near the end of the year. I think they would do the teaser a little later, maybe.
So you think it's gonna be mostly Monster Hunter focus and maybe some Street Fighter? You don't think Mega Man?
No, they announced a new game, didn't they? That one is like that Spaceman or whatever. Capcom. Like last E3 or remember that one game?
I have to look it
Pragmata
up.
or something like that. Stagmata.
Oh, that's true. It was remember
Remember with the girl?
the girl and then like the
Yeah.
weird thing coming from
Yeah.
space and shit. You're right. They're probably gonna show that off.
I think
forgot
that
what-
was Capcom.
That was Cap. I think Brian's correct. They might show that off because they haven't shown anything on it since. You're absolutely right. You said it's called Pragmata. That's what it was.
For some reason that came to something Mata came to mind.
Sounds like
I don't know.
pregnant
Okay.
with a lot of mata.
All right. Let me see.
Uh,
He's right. Pragmata. That's what it's called. Called it. He's got it, bro. Ooh. We still haven't seen Deep Down. You think Deep Down's happening?
what the
Someone
hell's
needs to
Deep Down?
change that name, man.
You don't remember Deep Down? It looked like a Souls game with ridiculous graphics.
I don't
Oh, okay.
remember
Then no. If you don't even remember it, I doubt it's happening. Me neither. I don't think it's happening either. I think that's
that.
done.
So for sure, the Pragmata game. Maybe Monster Hunter content. Street Fighter 5. They're gonna show Oro and give a date. They might even They might even release Oro and the girl from Rival Schools together. I think, because they
Okay.
already showed her like a little bit how she plays.
Darkstalker Caesar.
Nah,
Darkstalkers
bro.
is dead, even though they said it's alive. They clearly lie.
Yeah, they're lying, dude. I don't think
I
that's
had it,
happening.
and then he said some blasphemy shit right now. What I thought they were gonna do.
You're talking about character releases, so maybe a
Mega
teaser at the
Man.
end of it for the next season.
Yeah, I
11.
think they're gonna do a Battle Network collection
Oh, really?
because they said the way that they were tweeting, and I think they revealed something recently, and they said, "Oh, due to COVID or whatever, we can't show one specific thing, but this is like the year of, or something along the lines of mentioning Mega Man.exe, and that's the Battle Network one.
Battle
So,
Network. Oh, maybe a
something
remake.
Phoenix Wright maybe. If they do a pack of the Battle Network games, I'd buy that.
Those were fun. I remember me and you played some of those. Those were pretty fun.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what to expect besides simple stuff like that. Definitely no fighting games outside of Street Fighter DLC dates. I don't see anything fighting game related.
I think we're missing something. There is something else Capcom's working on, and I just don't. It's not clicking for me. Kelsey, what do you think?
Devil May Cry? You think they're gonna do
Maybe a
something
Devil
with
May Cry, yes, because 6 or Devil May Cry was it 6 or 5?
5.
It was 5 that came out, so maybe a teaser for 6. because 5 did very well. It sold very well. So maybe an announcement for 6. Kelsey, what you thinking?
Maybe Beautiful Joe remastered. Maybe
Ooh, or Okami.
that'd be cool.
Talking about for Capcom and Take Two.
Right now, Capcom. We'll get to Take Two after this. Just what I guess wishes, Brian. Before Kelsey goes, Brian, what's your wishes for Capcom?
A wish on anything from them would be a waste of a wish.
Okay. Well, I mean that's not what we're doing here. If it's worth it, a wish or not.
If it's a versus game, that's cool. It doesn't have to be Marvel because maybe they don't have the license. Give me a true versus game.
Okay. Maybe just like
Maybe not even that. Honestly, if they don't give me a new versus game, give Marvel 3 rollback.
If they can't do Marvel, who would you be okay with them substituting with?
well, they can do just.
Crossover?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even do crossover at that point. First, get people playing your game. So just get in-house Capcom fighters just playing against each other. They have a bunch of characters
Yeah.
they can use. Just use a Capcom fighting game. Just only Capcom characters. Right?
It's called
Like,
Capcom All Stars or something.
yeah, like I think they have plenty of characters to grab from. Even characters we haven't seen a game from, like what is it, Captain Commando? Is that what his name is?
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
they have Onimusha as well. They could put those in there.
A new
Those
Onimusha
characters.
game could be, that could be a wish. Okay, so Brian wants a versus game.
I want versus or netcode buff to Marvel 3 because
Okay,
people are still playing that more than Infinite.
I see that. All right, Kelsey, what are you thinking and what are you wishing?
Man.
Yeah, so you guys mentioned the Resident Evil 4 remake.
We didn't. We mentioned the Resident Evil Village DLC. You think there's gonna be a?
Yeah.
Did they say there's gonna be a remake?
Somebody in chat mentioned it earlier. I think we just weren't on Capcom yet,
Okay.
and some of these articles that I've been saying say that they've announced it.
A remake of what?
Of 4?
Oh.
Yeah,
They announced today. They announced it today.
I don't know that it was today.
I'm calling my lawyer up.
And- yeah, so apart from Resident Evil Village, there are plenty of games in the franchise. Oh, hang on. We'll be serious.
I don't know.
Yeah, so Iconic said the RE4 remake announced it was happening a while ago, but no actual footage. And Bosmer says that he remembers the rumors of a remake for about 2 months ago.
Oh, it's a VR remake.
A VR remake?
Capcom's Resident Evil 4 VR remake launches later this year.
Interesting.
That's one of the headlines I saw. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. I just did a quick search. I'm not going to be,
I'm sorry. They own Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah.
So they can
I
do
was just
stuff
getting ready
like
to. I was literally getting ready to say Dragon's Dogma. That there's no official sequel, but the creator has confirmed that he's working on the next game that they believe is basically going to be Dragon's Dogma 2.
Nice. Okay. I never played it, but I heard good things. So fun
Okay.
times.
I mean, I haven't really played any of the Resident Evil stuff. Devil May Cry would be cool if they came out with something, something new. Trying to think of even what else. That
Brian,
you
what the
know.
hell was that? Like, what?
I thought of what I want from them, but
Okay, then say it. That's the point of this.
the original arcade JoJo fighting game was made by Capcom.
Oh wow! I mean, they did announce a new part, so maybe to boost up the
thing
eyes
is,
on
that fighting
JoJo
game-
series. Maybe a
That
fighting game will
was
work.
just part 3. So if they did a full-fledged, like everyone throughout JoJo, that'd be
Mhm.
cool.
That'd be really
I don't
dope.
think they'll go back to sprites. If
Um,
anything, if anyone were to make a JoJo fighting game, it
It's
has
Arc
to be
System.
Arxis.
It's
It has
Arc,
to be
yeah.
Arxis.
I think they're the anime fighting people now. Like if you're making any fighting game with anime, it's gonna be them. 2D
doubt
anyway,
they're
like
doing-
side ones, because
I doubt they're doing any more fighting games because Strive, they have to support, and then they announced that Dungeon Fighters fighting game.
Yeah, so they're
And they're
booked.
still probably going to support Grand Blue as well.
They're booked. They have work.
And Blaze Blue BB Tag. They have too much.
All right, Kelsey. Any other wishes?
No, I mean I'm Capcom. I haven't really been.
Huge supporter in.
Yeah, like I mean, don't get me wrong. Like the Marvel vs. Capcom stuff was great. You know, Street Fighter was fun years ago.
Well, I mean, to Randall, this was one of his game of the year, Street Fighter Five.
I can't wait to hear his fucking wishes.
um, you know, it's kind of whatever.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, there really hasn't actually been that much that I've been like, oh shit, I can't wait till this comes out recently. Probably because a lot of it's just been reused IPs where it's just like, oh, we're gonna bring out another one. Like even Final Fantasy 16. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm really excited for the game because it looks like they were like, okay, we realized Final Fantasy 15 was shit. We're gonna actually make something that's decent this time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hopefully. But that I'm like not super impressed with.
Yeah.
Because of 15. So we'll see. 15 is terrible, Bosmer. Don't lie to me.
Is he over there trying to defend it?
Yeah.
15 isn't bad. It's not good.
All right, Randall. What are you thinking?
I don't
What do
know
you
what I'm
wish it to?
thinking, but if I want to ride the rainbow train
The rainbow train
And wish-
sounds sexual.
and wish for the unrealistic,
A little louder.
I'm gonna say a new MVC game.
Oh, you want it to be Marvel? You want it to be Marvel vs. Capcom?
It doesn't have to be Marvel. But
Okay. What about Marvel versus
new
DC?
Versus against somebody drastically different. I don't know. They were supposed to be doing a Tekken Cross Street Fighter game, but that junk is
Where is that? They keep
Yeah,
saying it's
exactly.
alive, and it's like,
What's his name? Harada's
Harada?
like, we plan on working on this, but Tekken 7's just been doing so well. We've just been focusing on 7.
oh, that's fair.
uh
That's fair. That's a good business move, I guess.
I mean, Randall, it might be coming soon considering this last season pass only had 2 characters for Tekken.
yeah.
So that might be the next
But it-
thing.
Maybe.
Oh, that'd be pretty good.
Um
So a new versus game
a
from
new
Capcom.
versus game. What else was surprises and release a teaser for or something for Darkstalkers.
Oh, you really holding on to that, huh?
I mean, why
They
not?
gave you a
You're
teaser
right.
years
It's a wish.
ago, Randall.
A new one, an updated one.
He wants a new teaser. He wants it in 4K
Okay.
now.
This time he wanted to say, no, really, it's not dead yet. And
Yeah.
then another decade passes.
I want to see at least one combo.
Oh, like
In
gameplay.
engine.
Oh, like okay, like you want some gameplay then?
Yeah.
Not in. I would not say in engine because he can. I would say in like running.
Um,
Okay, that works.
that Capcom. What else? Capcom.
Capcom has a bunch of IPs. It's just they leave them out to rent. Like there's a new. Oh, they're probably going to show that the Ghosts and Goblins one. Remember how there's a new one with co-op and stuff. What Kelsey was talking about. They're going to show.
Pretty out, though.
Oh, is it out already?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I thought it hasn't been out yet, so I thought they were going to
Or
show.
ID, let me check.
They have a bunch of IPs. Whether or not they're going to show is entirely on them. You know,
I think that's it. For me.
that's it. Okay,
Capcom.
that's fair.
Capcom.
Capcom.
A new Mega Man game would be cool too.
Yeah, the last two I think weren't bad. I think it was 9 and 10. The Pixel ones, the 9 and 10, I think it was.
Oh, the Pixel ones. 11 was lifeless.
I'm talking about 9 and 10, like the classic, the one that was made with sprites. I think those were, well received, but I don't remember.
I played 10. I don't remember which one of them I played, but it's already been out. The Ghosts and Goblins thing. It says the 21st it came out of February.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
I'm getting too much information. I don't know what's going
We
on.
can move on. It's fine. And I guess for me,
It
Capcom,
came out May 31st. Final answer.
got it. That's
June 1st. Final answer. It says on Steam. I swear.
So it came out days ago. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love stuff like this.
It looks like a penis going into a hole. You're welcome. He showed me like some weird sci-fi frigate or something, and it just looked like a big ass.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
It's a big old penis going into like a big old vagina. I don't know why we're so perverted. Why we make ships like that.
That looks nothing like a member.
Got it. So for Capcom, myself, we talked about what they're probably going to show for Wishes. Brian kind of nailed it. I wanted a new Beautiful Joe. because that with the rendering techniques now, I would love to see that now. How great that would look, especially that style, because it will definitely age well. I never played Okami, so I would also say Okami, but I never played it, and that art style would be really cool nowadays. So
Let me make sure Capcom made this gem. Hold on.
that gem, what's it?
Make another Breath of Fire game.
Oh, the JRPG.
Who made Chrono Trigger? Square?
The Square.
Where?
Give me that again. Sorry.
Bro, we left those already. You keep going back to stuff we've already.
Oh, Breath of Fire is Capcom. So, and then in my head, I pictured Breath of Fire, and they have Goku hair, kind of, and then I thought of Chrono Trigger.
Gotcha. Good. Okay. And Capcom, I don't know. I hope they surprise me. I don't know much that they're going to show. We can move on to Take-Two, if you guys like.
What do they do?
Oof, they own a bunch of fucking things. So if we want to take a deep dive, Take-Two Interactive Studios.
I have to pee really badly.
Oh no, then go ahead. Well,
I want to see 2K22.
yeah. So they own 2K. They own Ghost Story Games, Rockstar Games, Nordeus, Playdots, Private Division, Social Point. They own a bunch of different fucking studios. So this is huge. So if they're going to be showing off games, let's get to it then. Randall, you want to start first? You already said something. So they're definitely going to show a new NBA game, right? Like
2K22.
Yeah. What do you think it's going to be in this? Do you think it's going to be a rendering update, or do you think they're going to add actual features here?
I don't know, man. Every time they do show a new one, there's always like some pre-rendered slow motion highlight reel
Of someone like, look at the sweat, and then like a shot, and then the NBA 2K22.
I would like to see some actual gameplay and like, I don't know. I know this is not going to happen because this is not how they work. Like if they're going to show anything, it's going to be exactly what I said. It's going to be like a highlight reel, pre-rendered highlight reel. They're not going to go into gameplay or, what you can do that might be different. I think off the top of my head, that's all.
Okay.
I can't remember what else they have.
They've had a bunch of stuff from a long time ago. I can't even look for. That's Take-Two. Let's see what else do they have. They bring Rockstar 2K games. They have so many things that they can possibly like. Let's go with Rockstar. Do you think GTA 6 is going to be shown or announced?
Are they still doing DLC for 5?
They're still doing DLC for DLC. Yes and no. They're adding content to 5, and they're somewhat adding content to Red Dead Online because they own both. So I don't know if it's time to unveil GTA 6, or do you think it's going to be a separate event? Like, oh, tune in this on this day, and they'll just have like a video or something.
I can see them doing the teaser.
Like a teaser?
6.
Like maybe like they did with 5, we hear like the main protagonist's voice or something.
I'm thinking it, not even that. I'm thinking
it's just a logo.
Just a title card.
Title card. Oof. Okay.
I'm thinking this is what's going to happen. They're going to show whatever new stuff that they have for 5, whether it might be DLC or whatever, or some sort of expansion.
Uh-huh.
And then at the end of that, they're going to show a title card for 6.
Like they're one more thing. Like it's going to be like,
yeah, like, ooh.
like, oh, we're making it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. They're still going to be talking about Grand Theft Auto 5 on the new console, so it's going to look better or run natively, I'm assuming.
That's probably what they're going to do.
And then that leads into...
If there's a new one, it's going to be at the very end. When everybody think that they're done, someone's going to be like, and one more thing, and we're going to be expecting to see content,
but it's just going to be a title.
But it's just going to be a title with a big old interesting looking 6.
Yeah, but with 5 it was the money one.
Yeah.
So now it's that. There's also rumors of Red Dead Redemption Remastered, the first one, which I am all about. If they remake it with a new engine, that'd be great.
Oh,
Wait,
he plays Lionel.
Yeah, when you play as Lionel. Huh?
there's a new Red Dead,
No,
Oh.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is the one with Arthur Morgan. But
which
Red
is
Dead,
a prequel.
which is a prequel to Red Dead Redemption, the first one. So
Yeah.
if they remastered the first one and built it with the new engine, that would look great.
Oh, okay.
You know, that would keep the visuals consistent, if that makes sense. Because there's this,
As long as he still looks like a Lionel.
I guess, you know. There's also BioShock. They've been saying BioShock has been in development, so they might be showing off a new BioShock game. Maybe a start from the beginning kind of thing. Maybe just BioShock 4. What do you like? Mafia was. I mean, they released the first one remastered, so maybe a new edition to Mafia.
Did you play those games?
Which one?
Can you hear me?
Mafia.
Yeah, I can hear you. Well, I mean, you're cutting in and out,
Okay.
Brian, so your internet's shit in the bed.
Is it?
Yeah, like you're stuttering back and forth. I don't know if it's just me or if Kelsey's lit right now or what's going on. Yeah, he's lit.
I said I don't know where they're gonna with the new Bioshock if they're gonna they do into the sky and in the water, so they're gonna go into space next.
Yeah, why not? That makes sense. What was your question, Randall, before Ryan went into
I don't know.
latency mode? What were we talking about? It was about Mafia. Yeah, I played all three of them. I just didn't play the new remake. They remade the first one to look phenomenal. I just haven't played that yet. But maybe a new addition to Mafia.
You
Cause
played the one with the Dominican dude.
yeah, I played all of them. That's the third one.
Wait, you didn't play the first one. When did you play the first one?
A long time ago. I owned it on PC.
You weren't even born yet, bro. Don't worry
I
about
played
it.
two, yes, and then I played one after the fact.
I don't believe you. Show me the Carfax. Did you
Okay.
record it on YouTube.com?
I did not. I did not. That was before my time on YouTube.
Didn't happen.
I didn't record Mafia 2. Did that not happen either?
Not to my recollection.
Or 3 when I had multiple people watching me play it in person?
Must have been default.
Oh, okay. Anywho. So maybe another Mafia, which I doubt. I don't think LA Noir is coming back. That was just way too expensive to make, unless they just stick to regular animations.
Still?
With with that technology, that's way too expensive.
Still? Maybe I could see that being too expensive back then, but now with the investment in technology, you still think it's too expensive?
They have to use something else. That's what I'm saying. If they're making another LA Noir, it's gonna be with a different tech. It's not gonna be with that old one.
I don't think they do LA Noir. I think they do it somewhere else because the way LA Noir ends, and you already went through that timeline, like that era.
Yeah,
So
maybe
when I do,
NY
like,
Noir.
Detroit or something.
Oh, that's too Detroit, yeah. So maybe on that, but Max Payne. I would love another Max Payne. Max Payne 3 was awesome.
You can just go online and shoot people in the cock again.
Yeah, man. Like, no ball was safe. Feel me, player?
Wait.
You
What's up?
wait.
You tell me to wait, Randall? This is a
Wasn't
live show.
The latest Max Payne, wasn't he old?
Yeah,
And
he was really old.
bald-headed?
Yeah.
And like barely hanging in there?
Yeah, absolutely. Or remake the first one with the third one's engine, or like just remake. I don't know. It was fun. Just give me
Did
another
he
one.
have a kid? After the first game, did he have a kid? No, right?
No, no. The origin is his
I
family
know what
was
the origin
okay.
is, but I don't know if he ever moved on.
Like with another family. No, he's been on a blood killing. He's been killing after
Blood
that.
killer.
Yeah, blood killing. I don't think there was a family after that. So for wishes, yeah, maybe BioShock. You know, I would like to see what they think of next for BioShock. A Red Dead Redemption remake, that'd be awesome too. Rand already said 2K for his. Kelsey, what you thinking? Wishing for Take-Two. There's so many things, so like you could literally pull anything.
All the above, you know. I'm just no. I
Oh my,
like.
whoa.
I never played GTA 5, you know, because fuck that
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, and you had your launch woes with the updates, and then
Yeah, you know,
kinda-
like spending 4 hours trying to install the damn thing, and then
That's as far as he got.
yeah, I know.
yeah, I literally like so I bought it, I got home and put it in, and they're like, okay, we need to download like 8 gigs worth of shit. I was like, okay, that shouldn't take too long. We've got great internet, you know, it'll download quick, and then I'll I'll play it. While it was downloading, I fell asleep because it was taking so long to download 8 gigs worth of shit. I woke up and it basically, I was like, okay, well, let's just start it and see. And then I got in and I was like, you know what? I just don't even care anymore. And then just turned the game off and left.
And that was the story of Grand Theft Auto 5.
You know, I really just did not care at all.
Kelsey's experience with GTA 5 was just insta credits. I was like, oh, time, and then left.
Like, I mean, like you said, that the part of having a console is ease of access, you know, and just you load it up and you play, and it's like, if I have to wait 3 or 4 hours to play a game that I just bought, I don't want to fucking play the game. Like, and maybe it was a limitation of the network at the time, you know, maybe it was
on Sony's end. Yes, Sony's end is like notorious for not maxing out your speed. Like right now, if you launch your PS5 and start downloading, or maybe PS5, yeah, but back in the day for PS3, it would never max your connection.
Like, I mean, I downloaded let's see, God of War, Final Fantasy, Bloodborne, and Demon Souls pretty quickly on the PS5. Like, I mean, it was like, you know, that. But I don't get me wrong, playing it on the PS3 versus now is probably a big difference for GTA.
And they've also updated their network because it was shite back then.
Yeah, you know, but like,
Still kind of
I just didn't care. I was like, I'm not that invested in this game that I'm gonna, you know, take that. Maybe I'll play it at some other point.
Yeah.
Like, it's right up there on the shelf with The Last of Us.
Yep.
Except it's out of its wrapping.
It made it further. I mean, it was booting up. That's how much further along it was. So that's crazy. Did we miss anybody on the wishes for Take-Two? Brian, did you go?
I didn't. A new Civ game would be cool.
Oh yeah, new Civ game. They're on 6 right now, right?
Yes.
They might announce that at the PC Gaming Show, actually. Maybe.
Yeah, might do a Civ game. Maybe, I mean, there's not a lot of racing games. They could always bring back Midnight Club.
Oh,
Ooh.
man, that would be nice.
That would be, yeah, that's a throwback.
Yeah.
I have a throwback that's kind of off topic, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
Because he mentioned racing games, and I was talking about it in chat. I would love to see a new Road Rash or Twisted Metal.
Oh, for Sony, I think Twisted. Do they still own
Twisted
that?
Metal would be cool.
Yeah, Twisted Metal. I think they own the IP still.
They do.
Yeah, new Twisted Metal would be great. But then Midnight Club, you just hit with a Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. You know how much sparkling fucking rims there were in that game? Oh,
Dub Edition Remix. That's the DLC I paid for a second time.
Nice.
Or the game I paid for a second time, because it was the game and then more content.
Gotcha.
Yeah, either one of those.
Damn, imagine they announced that. That'd be crazy. With the new ray tracing, that chroma looks so real. Shoot. Anyway. All right, that's it for Capcom and Take-Two Interactive. We got 3 more here, and then we'll probably call it because this took longer than I thought it was going to take, but it's good. It's right, the episode right before E3. Might as well do an E3 prediction episode.
We didn't get to any of my stuff.
Yeah, well, maybe next week we'll get to your stuff. Yours and Randall's stuff.
I'll just have to watch the rest of the Superman movies.
Yeah, and we'll just yeah. Depending
next week.
Depending on how well next week goes. For like press conferences, like we might have a shitload of shit to talk about because announcements, but we'll see. Let's do Nintendo.
Smash Bros. Character.
All right, so yeah, they're gonna show a Smash Bros. Character. They're definitely gonna show Breath of the Wild.
We're still not getting anything from Metroid.
Yeah, there's no Metroid. We can guarantee that. Smash Bros. Character, which is Brian. I think you said you're hoping is Crash.
Yeah, I feel like we still need a Sony like legend and a Microsoft legend. And I feel like with the way Crash has been brought back to life, I feel like it's only necessary that it should be him.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I would like to see
Especially,
Crash on that.
we have Mario, we have Sonic, Pac-Man, Mega Man. Crash deserves it.
He earned it. Whoa.
Yeah, and the last one, I think Master Chief has to be in this.
I mean, he was in Dead or Alive for crying out loud. Or a Spartan. Sorry, Nicole
Yeah.
was in Dead or Alive. Anywho,
Osmond says a new Pokemon info.
yeah, like maybe more information on what is it called? What's that Pokemon called?
Legends.
As the Legends one, where it's like open world.
That and the MMO the MOBA that they've been making for Pokemon.
Oh, so that maybe some more information on that. Breath of the Wild 2. Obviously, they have to show some gameplay. Like it's been what 2 years now since the announcement, right?
Well, don't let years be what determines that, because how long have we waiting for the Metroid after it was announced?
But they never showed anything. I think in Breath of the Wild they showed an in-game cutscene. Like they have stuff running. I would imagine.
I mean, I get that.
Did they announce another Metroid game?
Years
Not
ago.
only did they announce it, and then years after that, they said, "Yo, we had to restart development because we didn't know what to do with this." So then they restarted making the game again.
So
I feel like you're describing my work currently.
So we're
They're
hoping,
like, drop everything and do this instead. Okay, what do we do with it? Fuck it, I don't care. Do whatever you want with it. We're not releasing it. Okay.
some
They
just
could be
kinda-
announcing Switch Pro as well.
There's been tons of rumors on the Switch Pro or like the Switch Pro dock, whatever the hell they want to call it. So maybe we'll see something.
Is Bravely Default 2 out?
Oh yeah, Bravely Default 2.
Okay, because I was gonna say if it's not, then Square could have.
Then
said
Square
that.
could probably show that, yeah. Unless it's going to be exclusive to Nintendo, then Nintendo will take care of announcing
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
Yeah, it was released February 26th.
Oh, so it's been out.
Nintendo can do those. They can do another Xenoblade. I don't know how old the newest Xenoblade is.
Bring back Xenosaga.
Maybe, but that'd be who owns.
That's not Nintendo. That's
Look up who. I thought that was Square as well.
Namco Bandai.
Oh, we'll get to them. Maybe they'll bring that back. Hey, I don't know. For Nintendo, it's weird. Maybe another Mario. Oh, the Mario Tennis game is not out yet. Not the tennis, the golf game. I think the Mario Golf game is not out, so they'll probably show more on that. Maybe another party, a Mario Party, because I think it's been 2 years since the
They
other one.
recently patched it so you can play
Oh,
online.
I
so
really hate
they won't
the
touch
new
it
Mario
then.
Party games. I don't feel like they're actually like a party game
Yeah,
because there's no like the original. Like I played the original for the 64. You know,
Right.
you had like what do you call it? You had like a map, and there was shit that was going on the map, and you would like roll the dice and move forward, do all this other stuff. And one of the ones that I played recently was like you all just kind of move together rather than
that's the old one.
Bowser one.
That's the Bowser one. That's old. The newest one is back to what it's supposed to be.
okay, thank God, because like I mean that was part of the fun was like it's a competition between you and your friends. Like
Yeah.
the whole point is to literally like
The
either
latest
try to
one-
screw them over or gain as many stars as possible and not get hit by all the bullshit that you know Bowser has.
Yeah,
or
the
just
latest one is
never
that.
win once in your whole life in Mario Party.
That's Brian's. That's Brian's passive. All right. So yeah, maybe since you're right, they added it online. They're probably not going to show any of that. Maybe a new
Mario
Donkey
Kart,
Kong. Oh,
They could
Mario
do
Kart.
because it got ported.
You're right. Mario Kart got ported to Switch. They didn't make a new one, so maybe a new Mario Kart. Maybe a new Donkey Kong side-scrolling game. The tropical. Yeah, like you know how they had the tropical freeze, and the other one. Maybe a new one of those. Maybe a Pikmin.
They could potentially port. Yeah, they could do another Pikmin. They could potentially port more Fire Emblem, Star Fox on Switch.
Yeah, more ports from the Wii U saga that no one wanted to play because it was Wii U. Is this a year of an anniversary? Because you know how they had like the Zelda anniversary and they ported almost everything over. Is there an anniversary this year for like one of their IPs?
I don't know. They're gonna show more Splatoon.
Some more Splatoon. You're right. So that's what they're gonna show. It looked like it was more
Maybe-
open world.
Maybe they make an ARMS sequel.
How did that do? That so well?
They kept releasing DLC for it.
Oh, so I guess so. Then it might have sold enough.
Who owns Bomberman?
I don't know. That's
Bomberman?
I think it's
Man, I haven't heard that title
Isn't
in
it-
forever.
Wasn't it like
I used to
Majesco
play
or
that
something?
genre. Religion. Yeah.
It's Bandai Namco. They have a new game out. It's like It's like a battle royale. Bomberman. It's called Bomberman R or Bomberman Live or something like that.
That's like a port, I think, or like a revamped version of a game.
No, I'm telling. It's a new one that came out on Stadia first, if I'm not mistaken,
That's what
and then
I'm
it came
saying.
out on.
So,
More
so
Dark Souls on Twitch.
that's a I don't know why I thought a buff. That's a extra content version of that game that was already out on like Steam and other things.
Oh, okay.
They added the plus R whatever is the part that was the revamp.
I think that was Namco. I don't remember.
Apparently, Bandai. Wait, what is it? Make sure I'm saying this correctly. Konami originally owned Bomberman.
Gotcha. Maybe Bomberman is the next Smash character.
He's an assist. I don't know. I
Anywho.
hope not. To be honest, we need some Sony. I mean, I know Sony deserves nothing because they made PlayStation All Stars, and that was barely a thing.
That was okay.
Right.
It wasn't something I'd write home about,
But I
in
think
the spirit of Nick.
Crash deserved it. I think Crash deserves Smash, especially since Sakurai reiterated these are the last two characters coming to Smash.
Yeah.
He's done with it.
Smash for
What I
yeah.
wish though.
Go ahead.
Now, what I wish for, and this is me making the millions. Make a WarioWare Battle Royale game.
Yeah.
A what?
A
WarioWare.
Battle Royale game. That's definitely an easy sell. I'm hoping a new WarioWare. If they don't do a Battle Royale version, I would hope a new WarioWare gets announced. Because those are fun. Those are really fun party games.
Mm-hmm.
Smash needs a tiny Kong, according to Bosmer.
Diddy and isn't there a third Kong in the game? No, Diddy.
There's Diddy and what's her name?
He's not in it.
Dixie's not.
Dixie, yeah.
Dixie, I don't think is.
Or you
in
could
it.
get Cranky Kong.
Or Cranky. Is that Cranky in there? Why not? All right. Wishes, I guess. Brian, hit it.
Yeah, Battle Royale.
Battle Royale, WarioWare. Okay.
Sony represent Crash and Smash. Hashtag Crash and Smash. That sounds good.
Crash and Smash. Hashtag get it now before someone else does.
I don't think a new Fire Emblem's coming.
No.
Again, wish and put that in bold. More Metroid shit.
Yo, I'm with you. That's going to be my wish is the Metroid. So, Kelsey.
Or at least Metroid Prime Collection ported to Switch. At least.
That'll a good one too, just in case. That'll get
I should
people's
put it to the
appetite.
PC instead.
It's Nintendo. That's not gonna happen.
I know. They don't even do sales on their shit. Like everything is full price because everybody buys it.
The lowest sale I've ever seen they sell their games is like $40-$45. They know what they have is fucking dynamite platinum. They're not there and the people will buy it. So there's no need for them to budge. So because again, gameplay's king. Kelsey, your wishes.
Yeah, sneeze. Hold on.
Oh snap! He wishes for a tissue right now. That's what he's wishing for. Oh.
I'm out. It's like stuck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, Metroid would be great. Like, I really enjoyed the Metroid games. I know my brother did. Until Team Ninja got a hold of whatever that shit show was.
Yep.
I still to this day don't know why he played a Team Ninja Metroid game expecting something. All they have is Ninja Gaiden.
So,
anyway.
Yeah. So Metroid would be great. Another Mario Party, like that's, or maybe an update to, maybe an actual new Mario Kart.
Yeah, same.
Actually, personally, if I really had a wish, Diddy Kong's Racing was 20,000 times better than Mario Kart.
I'm with you.
Okay, in so many different ways. I would absolutely love for them to bring that shit back.
I'm right there with you. Diddy Kong Racing, definitely. Like a sequel at least. Or maybe just redo the first one.
I would buy it if they just redid the first one. I don't even care. Like that game was incredible.
I'm right there with you.
You had the boss races, you had like the air races and car races, and then like some sort of water race. I don't honestly remember.
Like you can swap between all of them, and all the levels are designed so you can play as whichever one, and you have to the meta is trying to figure out what's the fastest path. If you have to swap between mid race going into a plane, or actually no, you didn't swap. You had picked one. And you had to.
Committed.
You
had to
raced that
commit.
one, yeah.
You're right. Never mind.
But like the boss races and things, like it was cool because it was built like kind of like the Mario 64 meets a racing game.
Yeah.
You know, like you had to go through the different levels and you couldn't like do certain things until you unlocked so much.
Mhm.
And it just it was awesome.
Best part about it is you get to unlock a chicken character named Drumstick.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
There was
TT.
what was the other character?
TT. The time trial clock.
Time trial clock, yeah.
And Banjo was in it.
Banjos, yeah.
They had the squirrel.
Conquer,
Conquer. Yeah, it was in. I think. No, it wasn't.
Uh,
Conquer? Oh.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure it was.
I could be wrong though. I mained Drumstick and only played Drumstick when I saw it was a thing. So
That's fair. All right, while you're looking that up, we can move on.
Yeah,
Randall,
so Diddy
do you-
Kong, Banjo,
got it.
Conquer the Squirrel, Tip Top the Turtle, Crunch the Kremling, Bumper the Badger, Timber the Tiger, Pipsy the Mouse, Drumstick the Rooster, and TT. There was so much to this game. Like,
Somebody's on it.
What's up?
I said somebody's on it.
Yeah, TT.
like it had so much. It was just amazing. Yeah, so you had car, hover, and plane. And each of the levels were built to handle all three of them, and you had
Mhm.
different routes, and you could go different ways, and you could utilize some of the stuff from the other places.
better pizza.
Yeah, they had the. Well, apparently they did have some sequels. Diddy Kong Racing was planned. Originally, oh no, originally 2 sequels. 2 it was planned.
I was going to say nothing. I would have remembered if those were 2.
So the sequels were Diddy Kong Pilot and Donkey Kong Racing. Diddy Kong Pilot eventually became Banjo Pilot, a game based on Rare's Banjo-Kazooie, and later the 2003 build came out as a computer ROM. And Donkey Kong Racing was scrapped entirely.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a really good wish. Diddy Kong Racing is probably the best one here so far. That's ridiculous. I'm kidding. Metroid. I love Metroid.
I like I really like the Mario Kart 8, but I really wish they would have come out with something new. I mean,
Instead of
like
porting it.
for the Switch, they just
Mhm.
ported it, and that was like it. It's like, okay, great.
Triple dash now.
You know, and then like I really like the idea that they're doing with it, where you like go through the level and you turn into the submarine or you turn into the
Like a glider shit or whatever.
yeah, you know, but it still just doesn't. It still just feels like a Mario Kart game. You know, the Diddy Kong Racing just felt so much better.
It did things differently, is why. All right. Randall. Kelsey, unless you have another wish.
Now, if I had a wish, it would be Diddy Kong, a
Diddy Kong
remake
Racing.
or a sequel or something to Diddy Kong Racing.
Gotcha. Randall, I know you play so many Nintendo games, especially recently. So, do you have any wishes? You want Uncharted on the Switch?
If I had to pick one, it would be Metroid because that's probably the one game I played the most on Nintendo. The last game I played on, yeah, right. The last game I played on GameCube was Metroid. I think it was Metroid Prime.
Yeah, Metroid Prime was the one on GameCube. So great. And for myself, predictions, I Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be in like probably the front and center unless they have another proper Mario game like Mario Odyssey 2 or another Super Mario game. So, which they might because Mario's been getting the most love the past generation, I guess. So most likely more Mario games. But wish definitely more Metroid. I've been starving for another Metroid game.
You know, there's been a Mario game after Odyssey.
Oh, Paper Mario, that's true. I meant like platformer
You mean
proper.
good?
No,
Oh, okay.
proper. There's a proper line of Mario games, which is 64, Sunshine, Galaxy 2, Odyssey. Like those are proper Super Mario games. Like the rest are just sides.
Good. Is what you
Okay,
mean. I got
gotcha.
it.
Yeah, I think I missed one in between.
Osmer said there's a new one, but you guys just listed off like a bunch of shit. and I don't know what he's referring. A new Mario game, apparently. Apparently, there is a new Mario game.
I mean, golf and Paper Mario, but like a new Super Mario proper, I don't recall them announcing that.
Apparently, there's a Super Mario World.
Oh, the 3D World Bowser Revenge
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, Bowser's Fury, doesn't count. That's not a proper. That's a remake with an additional DLC, which is the Bowser Fury. That's the one where you play as a cat, and there's 4 players, and then they added the Bowser
Super
Furies.
Saiyan Cat.
Yeah, that's not a proper Mario. Mario's
new
like
proper
Odyssey,
Mario.
Galaxy. Those are like top down new. You know,
The original Mario 64.
like those are those are. There's always the proper line and then offshoots, like Borderlands 1, 2, and 3, and then pre-sequels and offshoot. Tales of the Borderlands offshoot.
Yoshi's Island. They could make a new one.
I guess so. Yeah, they might announce something like that.
They already made a Kirby game for Switch.
And we're down to EA and Bandai Namco. So Bandai Namco's probably gonna be the fastest here, right? Because I don't know what the hell they would show.
Yeah, I don't know what
Fighting
they're
games.
working on.
They're obligated to release some kind of Dragon Ball game every year.
So maybe we'll see a Dragon Ball game. Probably not. It might not be a fighters game. It might just be like the Kakarot game that we saw released like 2 years ago, maybe a year ago.
They did Code Vein. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
They might have published it. Developers are remember that they're a publishing house now. They think they develop some games, but
You think they'll do a new Jump Force?
maybe because they keep releasing DLC for that game.
Getting
So
DLC. It was like 2 weeks ago. Yoruichi from Bleach was added.
So that might get more DLC or another game. Cover in the chat says Randall's already sleeping. I mean, in his defense, it's about to hit 3 hours, so he might be tired. So yeah, maybe. I mean, do they also publish? Who publishes?
They're doing Elden Ring. I thought that was Square for.
They make
Or it's
Tekken.
from Soft. We talked about this. I had mentioned it because we were in Square.
Yeah.
But Elden Ring,
They make
is-
Tekken.
Tekken.
Yeah,
New Tekken would be cool.
2 things at once. Yeah. So From Software definitely is. Namco publishes their stuff, so yeah, Elden Ring's probably going to be in their thing. And yes, Brian, they also do Tekken. So, but like you said, Tekken's doing really well. So maybe just another balance update, or maybe the last character, or
They already did the last character. The season's over.
Oh,
Lydia, the
then-
Polish lady, was the last one of the season pass.
oh, I didn't know that. So maybe you might get your wish during Bandai Namco's, and they might tease again Tekken Cross Street Fighter. Yeah.
What is Tales of Arise?
Oh, the Tales of Symphonia or Tales of
The Tales series.
Oh,
It's a
yeah, that
JRPG
makes
series.
sense. And then Scarlet Nexus.
Oh, that's the
That's like an
anime-looking
anime-
action RPG.
Yeah.
So it's like Code Vein type thing.
Looks similar.
Code Vein's more Souls-ish, right?
Yeah.
This one
Or is it more of a.
like a Devil May Cry, I think, but with anime?
I was thinking Near Automata.
or that
It
too.
might be closer to that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think it has RPG elements. Going back to Randall, I don't think... I think it's not going to be Tekken Cross Street Fighter. I think they're doing Tekken Tag 3, is my guess.
Oof. Do you like Tekken or Tag or no?
I would be really surprised if they did Tekken Tag 3.
Would you want it? Like if they announced you like,
Tekken
oh,
Tag
Sean
was
bought it?
amazing.
Yeah, like
I love that game.
Or do you want this new different flavor and have
I
Street Fighter
want
in
to
it?
know what the new mechanic is going to be because the way Tekken Tag 2 was because they introduced the bound system. So I don't know. And they don't do bound anymore.
So it'd be something different then.
Yeah.
So
They need to bring back the bowling and the volleyball.
Bowling is back.
Mm-hmm. I don't know about the volleyball though.
Volleyball isn't.
Volleyball was in Tekken. I don't remember if it was 3 or Tag.
I don't think I played those. So
I didn't do that.
Bosmer says, "Can I get some Armored Core?"
wow, that's a throwback. Yeah, I don't know if they do. They even have a dev team working on Armored Core?
Well, apparently FromSoft owns the
The
IP.
IP? Then, bruh, you're not seeing that game. Sorry. The Souls series and anything that they make now is making more money than I think Armored Core will. That's unfortunate. Maybe if they license that IP out to somebody else to do it. There is a new Mech Warrior out, I think, if you know, but it's not the same. Okay, so Brian, your wishes. What did you wish for? For Namco, Bandai
The
Namco.
the thing, anything I wish I don't see it happen, but what I still want is no Dragon Ball fighters, no Naruto fighters, no Battle Arena shitty Jump Force. Make a Marvel style shonen fighting game.
Oh, that'd be really good.
It's
Joel
it leaked
Taro.
there's rumors of the My Hero game coming. That's supposed to be like a versus game, but just put them all together. You're wasting everybody's time by making them play with specific IPs. Just put them all together.
I guess so.
It gives you way more longevity for DLC. But yeah, that another Tekken would be cool, just because I don't play Tekken like that, but I like to see good series of games get continued,
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
whereas some should have not come out.
I could,
Like
yeah,
Street Fighter 5.
Hmm
I don't know. But you
Oh,
said about Street Fighter. I like watching Street Fighter 5. So
it's gotten more tolerable as of late, but
Yeah, but how's
I
that
don't know.
Sagat character?
He got buffed, and the Japanese people are saying that he's pretty playable now.
are they saying they're $30 worth playable or
I don't know. I mean, they've made more than 30 from tournaments.
got it? Okay.
Uh,
Any other wishes?
those-
We'll move on.
I don't know a wish, but I just want to know. I'm curious to see what Dragon Ball related thing they're putting out for the year.
I think it's gonna be one of those, like maybe a Kakarot 2 or something. I don't know where the story ends in Kakarot, like if it finishes the whole Super arc or what it is. But well, we'll see. I guess maybe Dragon Ball kart racing.
Which Goku are you gonna play?
Jocko is the Goku I'm playing. Are you kidding me? Why do you guys ask me Goku and Jocko? I learned what Jocko, who he is. Like,
Jocko's not in it. There's literally only 19 Gokus.
then I'll
Okay,
make a Goku and Jocko's outfit.
Bloodborne cart.
If I knew,
Could
the
you imagine
characters-
having like some sort of soul style cart where you're just running around? You just take like this big sword and just go.
and you're like dodging mechanics and rolling in your cart? That sounds like people will play it. You know, Kelsey,
Mortal Kombat had a racing game.
is Bloodborne kart your wish for Bandai Namco's?
No.
Oh man, well,
I mean,
No.
I'm looking for Elden Ring. I mean, the game just looks awesome. I really want them to come out with literally
Gameplay.
anything new,
gotcha.
you know, for information.
That's fair. People have been waiting, and they might announce something else there too. Maybe a new IP or whatever the case may. From Software, I think has multiple projects going on, so I would
It'd be cool
imagine.
if they brought back Tenchi, the name of the game.
Is that the one where you're like the assassin shinobi?
Yeah, you're like the ninja. Yeah.
I thought it was Tenchu.
Thank you.
I think it's Tenchu
knew
too.
it
Yeah,
sounded-
you said
it's
Tenchu. I'm like, isn't that the anime?
That's why I said it with a question mark, because I was like, I know I got the 10 part. I didn't know what the last one.
You don't know if it was Chi or Chu?
Yeah,
I remember
That'd
that
be
game.
cool.
I used to play it a lot too.
it was stressful,
Mm-hmm.
but I liked it.
I mean, most of their games are stressful now, so I think
Expect
they got it. All right. So anything Elden Ring, Randall, anything from Bandai Namco, Tekken Cross Street Fighter, I think is your big wish.
It would be nice. At this point, anything Tekken would be great.
I guess especially I didn't know that they were done with content. I thought they still had
With
more
the
to go.
season pass, at least they can do another one. It's just the season pass had 2 characters, and they're already out.
But that's why I'm thinking most season passes have like a lot more than 2 characters. So having just 2, I think that's their sign of they're heading out, right?
Mhm.
So
That's my
I
guess.
fucking hate season passes so much.
it depends on how it's used. Like for fighting games, it makes sense. Like if they're sometimes it makes sense. Street Fighter likes to add new fucking mechanics to their games, so then they have to resell the same characters. If they stay to it with a consistent mechanic, they can just Smash Bros it and be like, everyone's here, and then add new more. Add new more.
Add new more.
characters.
Did he just threw him?
Did he just throw him?
You know what I realized?
What's up?
And don't roast me for
You
this.
can't tell me not to do anything, Randall, because I'm probably gonna do it now that you tell me not to. So go ahead.
But I realized something a little while ago. Tekken. One of the reasons why Tekken is such a great fighting game is
Meter management.
Well, some of the characters have meter.
I don't play them, and they're not good characters. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, it's because they found what works and they built upon it, and they didn't. It's not like
Street Fighter.
So like you can play Tekken, right? And you can walk away from it for 2 years and like 2 iterations come out. And then you can pick up a character that you play and still know his moveset.
Because they don't deviate much. They don't experiment with mechanics.
Well, no, they do. They do. It's just that they remain true to the characters. Like if a character has a set of moves, he has those set of moves every game. But they add on top of it.
Oh, okay.
So like each character has like over 100 and something moves. But it's good because it's like you're growing with the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like the game is evolving and you're evolving with it. And you know what I noticed? Like Mortal Kombat kind of does the same thing too. Kinda. I haven't played Mortal Kombat like that much, especially like with the more recent ones. But a lot of the stuff that, from what I can remember, are very similar. I remember Mortal Kombat 3 was probably the most different. Well, that's when they made the huge jump because that's when they started doing string combos.
Mm-hmm.
But my point that I'm trying to get to is that I noticed that out of all the fighting games, like the fighting games that like have consistency are the ones that are really good, that like they stand the test of times. And I think one of the reasons why Street Fighter is where it is because I think that it keeps changing too much. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are other reasons aside from that, but like, I don't know. It's just something that I thought about like a while ago, and I'm like, there's so many different iterations of Street Fighter that each one is like different than the other. Granted, the moves stay the same, but like Championship Edition doesn't play like Third Strike. Third Strike does not play like 5.
No.
But
Your moves stay the same, Randall?
huh?
You sure moves stay the same, Randall?
And what?
In Street Fighter.
On Street Fighter?
No, I'm saying Street Fighter is the game that it doesn't.
Okay. I didn't fart. That was my foot.
Yo, if you didn't say anything, I'm like, oh, the cat made a weird noise.
No, that was my foot.
My mic was up.
All of that went through my mind in a second. I looked at the cat. I'm like, his mic's up. What the hell was that? And Brian's like, oh, I farted. And I'm like, oh, got it.
I didn't fart. I'm not kidding. That was my foot.
No, Brian, the name
Oh, what I heard.
you farted. That's what we're going with. You farted on camera just
I
now.
farted, guys.
What the hell? Like, you go with it. Yeah, that's why. Speaking back to Tekken, that's why Tekken is no meter management, Randall. So
There is meter.
no, your health is the only meter you have to worry about.
No, there's some characters who have meter.
They're obsolete. They're trash. Okay.
They're not trash by any
all
means. Not whatsoever.
Smash Bros. Since I think Melee. No, actually even since the first one.
The original was
like
amazing.
literally the same buttons. The moves might have changed, but you know how to play it. If you play one of them, you know how to play the rest. Besides, I think the one in on Wii, right? I think that was different. Some mechanics were different, right? Brawl, right? Didn't they change something up in Brawl that they took out in the new ones? And I'm not talking about the trip thing.
Trip? Okay. McGraw had it so that you can fly with characters with wings. You can glide.
Oh,
But then they took that out immediately.
that might have been it.
I mean, there's intricacies in it. So, like Smash Ultimate, you can parry.
Yeah.
They had things like that, but
Yeah. Anywho, but that's that. It seems like you're hoping Bandai comes out with some ridiculous Tekken news.
I mean, it just
So are you hoping
whatever at this point, anything that they come out with, as long as Harada is in control, and whatever they come out with that has the label Tekken on it, I have faith that it's going to be good.
All right, so you have You have 3 options, Randall. You have Tekken Tag 3, Tekken 8, or Tekken Cross Street Fighter. What do you pick? What are you hoping out of the 3?
If I had to pick, I would pick Tekken 8.
Tekken 8?
Yeah,
Because
that means like new game mechanics added on top of what's already good.
Mm-hmm.
That means
visuals.
more moves on top of what's
Yeah.
already there, and that also means possibly more characters.
Yeah.
Which their roster is ridiculous as
Yeah.
it is. So,
Okay.
and then on top of it, the fact that now we were
Next gen now.
stuff is going to be ridiculous the way
It looks.
because they use Unreal.
Yeah, so I'm sure that might be why they haven't made another one. They're like, should we use Unreal? Should we wait for 5 or just use 4? Or
I'm sure, man. I'm sure. Like
they're having the
when they
discussion
seen
now.
that,
Yeah,
it was like, oh my god.
they're probably having the discussion now.
possibility.
Yeah. All right. For myself, I don't have really much a wish on there. I wish they can redo Fighters in a way that's not the way they ended up doing it with Goku DLCs. Because I did enjoy
I just don't
watching that game.
understand why we would have 93 Gokus when there
Yeah.
are 93 million characters that you could choose from.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I hope they can restart again and handle it differently. Because after watching Super, there's no, I don't see a way they can convince me otherwise that they made the right choice. There's too many characters they could have experimented with, different mechanics, and hey, with forms, like that's a part of Dragon Ball fighting. It's changing forms mid battle. So I don't know why they did that and not incorporated that. So
I would have loved to have something where you transform to get maybe a damage buff or something, but it sits there and continuously drains your
energy bar or something. I don't know.
yeah, something, not
There's literally 2 characters who literally do transform supers. Frieza literally goes into golden form, and it lasts for a little bit and it goes away. Gohan's whole gimmick is unlocked potential, spending
Yeah.
bar to level up. And they're
So
like, keep selling them Goku.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I really enjoyed watching, especially tournaments. We would be in the couch watching a bunch of Dragon Ball Fighters tournaments, and it just turned into the same team over and over, which I guess that's
Played it
just
the
part
other
of
day.
that ends up just being part of fighting games at this point. If it's not balanced, I guess, correctly, there's always going to be the one team that's the most effective, or one character is the most effective, unless it's Tekken.
I mean, in Tekken, you still do you see a lot of characters who get recycled, but it's not as
It's not as bad as
it's not as bad as other fighting games.
Virgil.
Yeah, they definitely not like that.
Oof. Anywho, that's it for that. Last but not least, EA. I already have what I wanted to see from EA. They've announced it. It's going to be shown. So I don't know what I can wish for from EA at this point besides a better crossplay handling, I guess, or better account
What did they
handling.
announce?
Battlefield 6 is going to be shown.
Wow.
So,
They're gonna say Titanfall 3.
all right, I have a wish now. Titanfall 3 I want announced and played. So I mean that's me. They're gonna be showing off Battlefield 6. They have a bunch of other EA games. I don't know what they're gonna show up. Obviously more Apex stuff.
Do those games have story?
Battlefield? Yeah. Some of them are better than others. Like the Bad Company ones were like more not realistic. They were meant to be comedies, and it was really good. They had like a good 4 squad. Was it how many people were in that story? Like 3 or 4, and they all had a great chemistry. Like it was a good story. Like it was a fun story because the performances were fun, and the characters you liked because they were great. But then they'll have like Battlefield 5 and stuff where like the story is just stories of the war, like of World War II or World War One. So you're just living through that soldier's, experience. So it's different. So this one might be the same. I don't know what the story is going to be right now. It's just been teaser after teaser. So they're going to show off Battlefield 6. Obviously, and I've been waiting because I've been wanting to play another Battlefield.
the original Bad Company was awesome.
Yeah, that's what I was
My
saying.
favorite was using a shotgun as a sniper rifle because of the slugs.
Yeah. There were some crazy weapons then. They'll probably show off some other Levolution shit, like destructibility. That's kind of Battlefield's MO at this point. Look how dynamic our maps are. So, they'll probably show that. Like I said, Apex. Oh, they'll probably announce more stuff for Knockout City, because that game has taken the world by storm, which good for them. Everyone's loving it. It's gaining popularity. I think they're announcing probably more content for that. So good for them on that. I don't know what else is. Oh, sports games. They're going to show off the new Madden. They're going to show off probably the new. Do they have the NBA license? They don't have an NBA Live yet, right? It's only.
think so.
Oh, then maybe they'll
But
announce.
they just haven't made it in a while.
Gotcha. Then FIFA. They're going to show FIFA as well. They're going to show a Madden, all the sports games. Maybe Tiger Woods they're still making Tiger Woods games.
Yeah.
So maybe that. Then they usually have a section for the indie games, so we'll see what indie games are going to be shown. And then for what I wish, it was going to be nothing, but now that Brian reminded me, Titanfall 3 would be a wish for me. And Brian, tell me about it. What you thinking and what
That's
you
four
wishing?
wishes.
Yeah, damn. Okay.
From EA, that's
From EA.
surprises. Oh, Mass Effect.
Oh yeah. Oh, Dragon Age. Thank you for reminding me. Dragon Age
That's
might be shown. They have to show Dragon Age, I would imagine at this point. But go ahead, Brian. Sorry.
So you name two of the things I want to see. They could not show me Mass Effect. I need them to look in the camera and say it's not tied to Andromeda. That's all I need them to see.
It's just one of those like short.
What's,
You know how
what's Andromeda?
Some fan game that people thought was canon. I don't understand.
what Brian wants is like fade into the person. Hi, I'm the creative director at whatever. The next Mass Effect will not be tied to Andromeda. Thank you for watching. Fade to black. And then Brian's like, yeah, just
Like,
losing his
I'll
shit.
be like, they won E3.
Yeah, go for it. Go ahead. I'm cutting you off.
So that mixed with show me something for the new Mass Effect, or tell me something. Just
Yeah,
some kind of info. Dragon Age. I want to see gameplay for the new Dragon Age.
Same.
Maybe a release date because they've shown bits of it. Maybe that. I want a Sims Online again because they did it a long time ago.
Yeah, I
Do
see.
a Sims Online. Give me a new NBA Street game that's good.
Oof, yeah, that's true. It's been a while. The
NBA
last one was
Jam, bro.
The last one was Homecoming, right?
Yeah, that shitty fucking
I thought it
game.
was Home Court.
Home Court, yeah, I think it was Home Court.
I want Need for Speed Underground back.
Oh, I think they're gonna show off their new Need for Speed game. Thank you for reminding me.
No, I don't give a shit what their new one is. I want Need for Speed Underground back.
Just remastered, like remade or something. Or?
I don't care if they just come out with a 3. Like Need for Speed was absolutely amazing. And they were like, hey, you know what we should do? We
Make
should
it better.
continue this.
Yeah,
And they're like, Need for Speed Underground 2. It was everything that Need for Speed 1 had with all the upgrades that everybody fucking asked for, and it was amazing.
And the soundtrack was good.
yeah.
Oh my god, the soundtrack of both of them were fucking awesome. Like T.I.'s was it 24?
It was 24.
Oh.
That was an Underground 1, yeah.
Yeah. But I was like, I mean that got me hooked on the game. Every time that shit came out, I was like jamming.
I'm gonna go
When
be
I
a
was
legal street racer. Let's get
When
it.
I was customizing my car in Underground 2, and I heard Snoop Dogg on Riders on the Storm, and then
Ooh.
right after he yells, now let's ride. When he yells, let's ride, we're going somewhere. I don't know where, but we're going somewhere.
Even if I have to walk out of the room, I'm going somewhere.
There was only one gripe that I didn't like about Underground 2. It was always raining, man, and it annoyed me.
Was it? I thought it would come on and off. Like it wasn't constant. It was constant.
You could start the race like regular, but then somewhere along the race it would start raining.
Oh,
Always.
you gotta add to the effect. You gotta feel like a street racer. It's raining, and now you have cops around you. You know, you gotta make it feel like it's action packed.
Speaking of rain and racing, anytime I did a race in GTA 5 online, it'd always be nighttime and racing. Those are my two things, or else I'm not racing with you.
Oh, okay.
Like, I want drag races back. Like
Yeah.
Heat was god fucking awful.
Drift? Bring Drift back too.
Underground 2 did pretty good with the drift. It was fun to drift in that too. They had the drift
Harvard was
truck.
fun too.
I like the drag races a lot too.
So I can keep making Vin Diesel references when I drag race.
All right. Muscle cars? He did when he was rolling with me.
So they need to make a new Underground, and we need a new Midnight Club.
But that's two different developers.
I know it's still do,
Yeah.
but still, those games were great, man.
Dub edition, man. Woo. I think they made another Midnight Club after Dub it, but I didn't sell well. I think there
didn't play
was
anything after 2.
there was
I
a
don't think
there
so.
was a fourth one. Hold on. Midnight Club
You sure?
Los Angeles. Yeah. Midnight Club Los Angeles. They did make another one.
Ew. I
It's just
never
that
heard of this.
it was on PS3, Xbox 360, and PSP.
Take your top down, player. Take your top down.
All right.
Fine.
We were on Brian's. Go ahead. You didn't even finish. You said Dragon Age, Mass Effect, not being part of
I finished.
Andromeda.
I said my 4.
What were the other
So
two?
Dragon Age, Mass Effect, Sims Online,
Oh, Sims Online, and the last one
and
was
NBA Street that isn't home court.
Gotcha. Kelsey, you're up next.
I mean, Need for Speed Underground.
Yeah.
Like, just
So if you had to choose a new one or a remake of 2?
I don't even give a shit. Like
Okay.
either. Like it was that good of a game. Like the online play was great. The game itself was great. You got to tweak shit. You got to roam around. All of the races were phenomenal.
A lot of modifications and a lot of better pieces.
You know, the music was incredible.
I think, Kelsey, I think you're better off with a remake.
Yeah.
Because they really trust EA to make that whole game again.
No. I mean, let's be honest. I don't trust them with anything.
So
yeah,
remake,
I mean,
a remake of Underground 2? I'm right there with you. If they announced that, that'd be great. That'd be pretty hype, especially with the graphics today, and it's just the same game. I'm all about it.
it would just be incredible.
Gotcha. That's the only wish? Nothing else?
Yeah, I don't really give a shit what else they do because
Okay. You didn't care. You didn't play.
they've been kind of a disappointment other than Apex. You know, for me,
You didn't
so
like Dragon Age Inquisition?
I didn't play it.
Oh.
Like I played the original Dragon Age.
Yeah.
I played the original Dragon Age. They were like, you can, modify the story to fit your world, and it's like, okay, that was a lie.
It's
They had us to the first half there.
It's marginal.
If you want to, Kelsey, so Mass Effect did directly tied the sequels. You play as Shepard in New Story. Each Dragon Age you play as someone else, and the choices you make affect the world. That's as far as it goes. So you could play Inquisition, and it could be its own standalone if you really want.
Yeah, I recommend Inquisition. Me and Brian had fun playing that.
That's, to me, by far the best one out of the 3. Because 2 was an idea, and then 1 was good, but it wasn't Witcher levels of what the hell what's the rest of the game like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it's like
it's fucking fun.
I really enjoyed the first one. Like I really liked the characters, I really liked the story, but what they were promising and what they delivered were not quite the same. I'm having the thought of you actually like have a whole bunch of different things that can happen, and basically all that happened was, oh, you told this character to go fuck himself? Well, now he's just not in the party, and that means you can't go to their special little area. Oh, okay. What does it do for the rest of the game? Oh, nothing. It still plays the exact same. You just can't use that character.
Narrative choices.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, that was the trend back then. Especially when Mass Effect 1 came out in 360, that was a trend. Your choices have an impact, and that was part of the checklist.
Yeah.
All right. Randall. So Underground 2 for you as well? Remake?
Yeah, another a true authentic, like back to its roots, Need for Speed Underground. A new Madden, but
that's gonna
actually
happen.
Good.
Well, there's gonna be a new Madden. They're gonna show you the new Madden.
And I don't mean just eye candy, because at a certain point it's like, okay, yes, I know you can make things look more realistic, but the gameplay,
the mechanics,
it needs to be way better. And none of this stuff that people don't care about. Franchise mode, make better. If you're gonna do superstar mode or whatever you want to call it, because they repackaged it and named it something different like every year, but it's still the same mode. Make that more interesting and flesh it out. If they come back with NBA Live, I don't know what to tell them. Like, they're going to have to deal with NBA 2K. NBA 2K is doing... I mean, it's the best basketball game now. I'm not saying that it's great, but...
it's just what you have. The best option you got.
It's the best option you have right now. And EA will have to do a lot, because even back when EA had Live and 2K, they both were running simultaneously. Well, like, they were both coming out. People will always pick 2K.
Because it's just a better game?
It was a better game. So, if they do... if they decide that it was way better pizza. if you decide to if they decide to bring NBA Live back, I don't know what their plan of attack is, but they're gonna have to bring their A game. They can't just be eye candy again. That's what it seems like. They focus on eye candy and gimmicks. Like, oh, look at this new mode that no one cares about.
That's what gets them in the door, though. Like, that's what gets some people hyped. The people who are looking for Madden, they go for that trailer, and it's like, if it looks more realistic, and it's like, oh, this is in game, they're gonna be like, what?
Yeah, and then they play the game,
and they start
and the
complaining.
gameplay sucks.
Yep.
And then you look on Steam and it says the review mostly negative.
Yep. That's the loop. That's always gonna be the loop.
Bring back Street. Bring back Street.
Yeah, NBA Street would definitely be a good one. All right, then that's EA. And I think that covers...
One thing. Wasn't EA responsible for making the Bond games?
Were they? Did they have the line? Did they publish Bond games? I don't think James Bond games.
Give me a GoldenEye remastered for Nintendo.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
Nintendo.
the old ones, like Agent Under Fire, 007 Nightfire. They published those.
So Nightfire was my favorite one.
Yeah, me and Brian, we played Nightfire. That was our new GoldenEye.
Yeah.
For us, we played that to death.
Oh, it's a tour.
Yeah, Nightfire was super fun.
So a new Bond game would be nice.
Randall, that's already been announced. The people who make Hitman are making a new Bond game.
Oh snap! I didn't know that.
Yeah, that they got the license. The next game is their work. I don't know if it's the next game. They have the license. They're working on a Bond game. There's the people who make Hitman.
Is it gonna be like a generic Bond, or is it gonna be like
We don't know.
off the?
All we know is that they got the license and they said
It
they're
would be
working on
cool
it.
if it was Daniel Craig.
They all we know as the public is they have it. They're working on it. So I'm sure they're having meetings. I'm sure they're having their meetings. Their designers are, hey, what we're gonna do, you know.
And
And they already have experience with espionage. You can.
that's gonna be cool.
So like they made 3 ridiculously fun Hitman games.
Yeah.
So
More than that.
I'm talking about recently. So they
You
have that.
Sony?
They have the combo going. They have the what's the word I'm looking for?
Street.
Yeah, the momentum. Yeah, they have the streak. So
I'm gonna say one thing real quick because I know you're trying to wrap this up.
yeah, man, it's almost 4 goals.
Huh? What is that?
He said he laughed and said elbows. Like all you can say is elbows and move on.
So I don't know if you guys remember, but I was like, this was like beginning when I was starting to play Hitman, and I was telling you about one mission I had where you gotta like talk to the family.
Yeah.
And because somebody, one of the family members died, you got to. So I realized why I love that mission so much because it reminds me so much of Knives Out. And I was watching Knives Out last night.
Uh-huh.
That is such a good movie, man.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
It's really good.
It is definitely Game of the Year.
Knives Out.
Yes.
That was last year's movie though. You can't nominate it for this year.
But
Not with that attitude.
man, I love that movie. It was so good.
Best pizza.
So good. Best pizza. But yeah, man, like it gave me that same vibe.
You being the okay.
Cause you like the family is similar. Like,
Yeah.
everybody has like these
Beefs with each other, so
yeah. When everyone is sketchy.
everyone's a suspect.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's cool. I like that. I don't know what mission I'm on right now, but I think that was the last mission I did.
Yeah, Hitman's one of those I always wanted to play as well, but I never sit down and do it.
I played all of them before they did the reboot.
Alrighty then. So, and I already said my piece on EA. So that's about it, people. Unless you guys have any other closing thoughts, if you guys forgot something for E3. No,
Can't believe it took us 3.5 hours to fucking get here.
I don't, because Kelsey, you keep forgetting E3 is, even though it's being fragmented, like Nick said earlier, it's still our like award season, not award show, but like this is our get hype moment. You know,
When's E4 though?
2 days after E3.
Okay.
There's buffer in between because they got the stage set up. Anywho, yeah. So if you're listening to this live, it's this weekend starts. I think Saturday the first show starts up, which is Ubisoft's at 3 p.m. Eastern. And if you're listening to this on Friday, it's tomorrow. So good for you. And it's going to be a week of just hype, things being announced, pre-rendered trailers, maybe some gameplay for a lot of stuff. It's just going to be very exciting times. We're going to move on. We'll save our stuff for reviews and stuff for next week. Cobra in the Chest says no Division 2. No. There's rumors that they're still going to, even though they said no Division 2, there's going to be Heartland gameplay shown, but it doesn't matter. There's also rumors that, I don't want to reiterate it because we already mentioned it earlier, Massive is also working on Star Wars games, so they might show that. Or a title card or some shit. I don't know. All right. Notable releases for this week. We have Chivalry 2 that comes out Tuesday. The Final Fantasy Remake DLC Integrate, where you play as someone else. I think it's Yuffie or whatever.
Yuffie.
That comes out this week. There's a Master Collection for Ninja Gaiden, so I guess that's getting ported over. That's going to be released. So, Kelsey, if you want to see and hear it again, it's there for you. And then the two heavy hitters is Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart on Friday and Guilty Gear Strive coming out this Friday. So we got games coming out too.
Jeez, bro.
Yeah.
Well, what about Skullgirls?
Skullgirls has been
Always
out.
out, and it's usually on sale when they announce stuff for a new character. It's on Steam right now. It's $20.
Brian, use my command. I have it.
Yeah, but they can't hear it.
Oh, you're right. From movies, we have Gully, Infinite, and In the Heights is coming out this week. Infinite's that Mark Wahlberg movie that looks pretty cool, so I might check that out. Music, we have Garbage.
Wait, is it streaming?
I think it's on streaming platforms, so we don't have to go to the theater for that. And we had to remember to watch Cruella. I completely forgot to watch it this weekend. When you mentioned it, I'm like,
Forget Cruella. What about
Quiet Place? Well, we're planning it on this week. We'll sort it out. We don't have. I'm a very, very busy person, right?
Same.
And when I have multiple people to a group of activity, everyone needs to be on page. If one person's not on page, then we gotta reschedule. You know, that's just the way life is. If it's more than one person, you gotta make sure everyone's. Garbage is a band name, and I'm not saying they're garbage. They have a new album called No Gods, No Masters. I put this down because the name of this, Brian, you might listen to him because the name King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard is releasing an album.
Before, but I never got around to them.
And it's called Butterfly 3000. Maroon 5 has a new project out called Jordy, and then Migos is releasing, not releasing, Culture 3. So they're on the third one on this now. You think they could just make up a new name for their albums instead of just...
Sorry, real quick, because this reminded me of Sunday. Did you guys watch the Logan Paul Mayweather?
No, you have to pay for that, don't you? I'm not going to pay to watch that.
Yeah, someone has to pay for it.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I didn't watch it.
I just heard that he went the distance. That's all.
He did.
I have no interest in anything Logan Paul does. So, I had no interest, period. Go for it.
He went the distance because he just literally kept clinching, and because it's an exhibition with no judges, he doesn't lose anything.
Oh.
All I had to say, because Migos were there performing for a bit, so you reminded me.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
I don't see why Mayweather did it to be. Well, I see why he did. He
Money.
did it for the money.
Didn't he get paid?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your answer. I mean, it's cash rules, Randall. We know this. All right.
His name is Money Mayweather.
Yeah, and that's true. It's in his nickname. So, all right. I think that's it for the week. Unless you guys have any. Oh, I got to ask what you guys are doing this week. I'm so sorry, Kelsey. What are you doing this week?
Still working out.
Yeah, you are. I don't know how. With that injury, I would have waited, bro. You are fucking risking it.
I mean, it's not
Is it still
anything
swollen?
bad.
Can you show us?
No, the swelling went down that night.
What happened?
If you'd show up on time, you'd know this.
Oh shit.
Leave it there. Leave it there. Don't explain it. Leave it there.
I mean, I in the middle of class, I went and found. I went and asked the owner if he just had some Advil or something, and I took some then. But the swelling was already starting to go down
Gotcha.
before the end of class. And then so that was during Krav, and then advanced class. I was rolling around for a little bit, and it wasn't too bad. But then we got into a spot where one of the guys landed on my leg, and I was like, I'm done. I'm out. This is my fourth class today. I'm not doing this anymore.
Gotcha. Yeah. He can tell you afterwards. I can't. I gotta wrap this up because I think he has told us already. So working out. What else? Kelsey, you just working out? He's streaming some
Yeah.
Mass Effect,
I don't.
or maybe streaming some Gunfire.
Might be doing both of those. Haven't really been in the mood to like play anything recently,
Okay.
so we'll see. I think I finally finished up all the side quests for Mass Effect. So the only thing that's left is the primary quests. Moving forward, with Vermeer and from there on.
Oh, the no turning back point.
Yeah. So might what do you call it? Might stream that. Just finish up the game.
And hear Fred speak his last words. All right, Randall, what you got planned besides probably a quiet place?
Work, gym,
Art.
art.
Mm-hmm. You still messing? No, we can't ask that question here. It's too late. I was gonna ask you if you're still messing stuff with Unreal 5, but
Yeah, I'm still messing around with it.
okay. You're still missing one more thing.
Rare.
He got it, guys. It took him 100 episodes, but he's here.
Oh my god, man!
What else? You gonna stream anything? You've been playing Tekken, man. You can stream that. I'm just saying.
No.
You don't have to put your face or anything. You don't have to talk. You can just literally just gameplay. That's it. You don't have to speak. You don't have to have a mic. Nothing.
Well, I gotta get another stick first of all.
What's wrong with yours?
I don't know, man. It ain't good for Tekken. Like if I hold down, so some moves require you to go to neutral. If I hold down and try to go to neutral, it automatically goes to up.
Oh, it springs back too far.
Join the
So
family.
The hitbox.
What'd he say?
He said join the family because he got hitbox.
I already have a hitbox that I'm trying to get, but it's sold out. So I keep checking back and it's still sold out. So I gotta wait.
Join the family.
What do you say?
He just whispered join the family.
Oh, yeah, I'm already looking into getting a hitbox. So
Okay.
yeah,
Gotta get that street. You gotta get that content, right? Some Tekken content in there.
You could stream it.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was telling him just now. All right, Brian.
Oh, and playing Ratchet and Clank on Friday.
Those are facts. Those are hard facts.
I'm waiting.
Can't
Not
wait
because
to
I
get
think
one.
it's gonna be bad. They haven't made one bad Ratchet and Clank game. It's just with Strive coming out, and I need to get down to my backlog so that I think I can reward myself with Ratchet and
With the
Clank.
new game, yeah, I feel that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm starting to feel bad. I'm starting to feel like I'm turning into Kelsey because I haven't beat Returnal yet. and here I'm gonna play.
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah,
Well, Brian hasn't finished
I haven't played
Returnal yet.
Returnal either.
He's gotten further than all of us, I think, but I
I
don't think he's
beat
finished
Act
it.
1, and I
Yeah.
beat,
I haven't even done Act
and
1
then I
yet.
beat one, and then I beat one of the bosses for the rest of it, and then shit gets real crazy.
For what game is this?
Returnal.
Eternal. I had to force
Oh.
myself to stop so that I can be playing Persona to my backlog. That's why I haven't been playing it as much.
He says him done Demon Souls.
I have so much I need to play. Like I gotta finish God of War again. I gotta finish Mass Effect. I have
Yep.
to start Returnal. I have to
Legend-
start Demon Souls again.
Legend
I
of
have to.
Legend of the Dragoon.
I have to what?
Legend of Dragoon.
Legend of Dragoon. I think I lost my save on my PC when I reformatted, so I got to start that over.
Oh, but that's fine.
Um,
You enjoy the game, so it's fine. It's just you still need to finish it. That's the problem.
And then I got to finish Bloodborne.
Gotcha. Okay. So then, Brian, what you doing this week?
All right, so boom, Tuesday, tomorrow. I already finished up, I think my first song, the week one song for the monthly course, but
Nice. Can you release those? I started to cut you off, or no?
I
Like
think
on
it's fine.
Spotify? Oh, because then put that shit on Spotify, my guy.
We'll see. I found out what I sound like with auto-tune is all I'll say.
Is it fun? Does it sound fun?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I meant to post it in our thing, but I never did. I'll probably
put it on
post it tomorrow if I change anything.
Put it on actual places so we can give you the listen. Put it on Spotify and stuff, and then link it. Like, what are we doing?
We shall see. And then the rest of the week is probably gonna be Tuesdays optimizing it, labbing it out, and then if I like how it is, I'll just start the next song or the next lessons. Wednesday we're playing some, and then
Thank you. I gotta ask Javi.
Thursday, I'm gonna try to get as much of whatever song 2's done, because I know on Friday I'm not gonna be productive.
Yeah, because
The
Strive.
reason I say this is because Guilty Gear Strive comes out,
Are you streaming Strive?
most likely,
Gotcha. Okay.
unless it's Cyberpunk rules apply. Unless somehow something pissed me off and that someone inconvenienced me in a way that day, or I'm like I don't want to talk to anybody.
Okay. I guess. All right. That's it for the week.
To my knowledge, I don't know what I'm doing on the I don't know what I'm doing on the
I'll let
weekend.
you. I'll keep you posted because we are trying to go watch Quiet Place because we're 2 weeks behind at this point. All right. Cool.
Anthony,
What's up?
wait.
Oh shit! All right. Well, tomorrow is most likely we'll continue the gameplay of It Takes Two. Janiana's off tomorrow, so that'd be a great time to take advantage.
Get free delivery on pizza.
The one ad Randall gets on whatever video he's watching is a pizza ad.
I want
Fucking
pizza.
guy.
I had
I haven't
pizza
had-
rolls for dinner. I want
Nice.
pizza.
I haven't had pizza in
Anthony,
a
did
few
you guys
weeks.
get to the elephant?
That's right before we reached that's where we stopped. Where we went through the up and down bullshit with the cart, and now we're I guess we're gonna confront the queen or whatever it is. But that's where we're at.
I need to make sure to watch that part.
So yeah, she's off tomorrow, so we're hopefully gonna take advantage of that and get a good session in tomorrow. Of It Takes Two. So we'll be here probably around 7:30, 8 p.m. Well, after we work out, so and get all and eat because we're probably gonna eat afterwards. So and we'll play that Wednesday again. We're gonna be playing as Brian said, but I have to check with my son if he's available, and then Thursday will either be Biomutant or Monster Boy. Either way, it's stuff I gotta get done. Man, Monster Boy is get. I don't know why I skipped it. Like that shit's so fun. Anyway, but I'll get.
Did
to
you ever
that.
talk about Biomutant?
Not yet, because I only played 3 hours. I don't want to start giving the review yet, but I want to get a good either halfway through the game, like somewhere halfway, or finish it before I talk about it.
I still have like another 10 to 20 hours of Persona left.
Jesus. Well, I mean it's a JRPG. That's normal. That's like they're lengthy games for the most part.
There's 3 palaces left. One of them is the new content, the Royal Act. So I'm almost done with base game.
Okay,
And then I'll be on to the new stuff.
that's not so bad then. Okay, and I think that's it for me for the week. Because then that Friday and on, I usually don't stream unless I'm just feeling like streaming on the weekend. Like I'm like, oh, it's time to get some more content in, but we'll see. So hopefully we're trying to plan A Quiet Place 2 watch, and then it's not going to be a recent or like a up and coming event here, but I'm trying to set up like a round robin for Guilty Gear, since that used to be our kind of tradition. A new fighting game comes out, we round robin early before anyone has any time to like get any real fucking lab work in and just body every the rest of us.
Does that mean I shouldn't play them?
No, that's fine. I don't care. I just got to see when everyone be available to do it. We've been kind of busy the past few weeks, so we'll see how it turns out. I'll probably have that for content on the channel. Speaking of the channel, Biomutant gameplays are going up. It Takes Two gameplays are going up every week. Outriders is still going. This week, Immortals Phoenix Rising has finished. It came out on yesterday as a rest of recording. So if you want to binge me playing through it, it's like 20-something episodes of an hour long. So it's the whole playthrough of the main campaign's there, which I highly recommend. Immortals Phoenix Rising is fucking fun. And then what else is going up on the channel? I forgot what else. Other stuff. And that's it. We'll be here again next week. ADLR Podcast. You can watch us live on twitch.tv/splitscreenlosers_. If only I can just take that off, but someone took our actual name. And we'll find the rest of us throughout the week. We'll find the Kelsey playing Mass Effect and Gunfire Reborn. Brian's going to be on here playing some Strive. And Randall's going to be doing Tekken. So we'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Bye.
arrivederci